can't even sit in peace. 'Cause all of these niggas be on you. I'm just saying I can be, yeah, that one that you call, that you talk to, girl. I'll share my world with you. If you gonna waste your time, yeah, waste your time. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. If you're gonna give it, you are your need. Waste your time. You could have all the space. All you need. There's no pressure. If you got time to waste it with me. And I ain't worried about them. Girl, you all that I see. And I am who I am. And I be where I be. If you ever hit me on a late night, yeah, I'll give you a clear mind. Might give you some insight. I'll share my world with you. If you gonna waste your time, yeah, waste your time. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. If you gonna get it what you need, waste your time. You can have all the space, all that you need. There's no pressure. If you got time to waste it with me. Close your eyes to get away. Just bang my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful, girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a start. It can plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck is chess games. Can shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon? Swear I'm more purple rain prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalist, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens down. The way she with Poppy, man, you would think she's a veteran on remembrance. Cleaning lady, sweep the room daily for all the evidence of everything I ever did. Do they have a pool there? Do they have a gym there? You used to do skincare, but now you do swimwear. Your ex-roommate got a condo that's downtown, but she got no furniture in her crib. I've been there. Checkmate, even though you hate that I even check, I still get an E for effort. Only time I play the back and forth is a Leah record. If I let you talk first and nobody is speaking second. Fluent in passive aggression, that's why you acting dismissive. Hearing me out for once will require you actually listen. Damn. The boy is back, I never turn my back. I just slapped him, so now all that they see is my back. Say that damn Maybach bands with me in the back. When I wasn't accurate, I still couldn't clean on my act. Whenever I tell the truth, you feel like you being attacked. And that come with being attached, so how about we leave it at that?
If you gonna waste your time, then waste your time. You can have all the space, all that you need. There's no place if you got time to waste it with me.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping, was okay, so what? Someone hit the block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's the number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, the cheapskate, huh? Niggas gotta move on my release day, huh? Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back on every G, God forbid. Virgil got the paddock on my wrist, doing front flips. Giving you my number, but don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
You can't even sit in peace, 'cause all of these niggas be on you. I'm just saying I can be, yeah, one that you call, that you talk to, girl. I'll share my world with you. If you wanna waste your time, yeah, waste your time. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. If you're gonna give it, you are your need. Waste your time. You could have all the space. Oh, if you got time to waste it with me. And I ain't worried about them. Girl, you all that I see. And I am who I am. And I be where I be. If you ever hit me on a late night, I'll give you a clear mind. Might give you some insight. I'll share my world with you. You're gonna waste your time. Waste your time. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see. If you're gonna give it what you need, waste your time. You can have all the space, all that you need. There's no pressure. If you got time to waste it with me. Close your eyes to get away. Just pay my night and I'll arrange it. Beautiful, girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a starting kit. Plenty things kind of life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck is chess games. Cause shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more purple ring prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment I stay expecting, and the pessimist gold medalist flush the magnum just so they not collecting my specimens down. The way she with Poppy, man, you would think she's a veteran on remembrance. Cleaning lady, sweep the room daily for all the evidence of everything I ever did. Do they have a pool there? Do they have a gym there? You used to do skincare, but now you do swimwear. Your ex-roommate got a condo that's downtown, but she got no furniture in her crib. I've been there. Checkmate, even though you hate that I even check, I still get an E for effort. Only time I play the back and forth is a Leah record. If I let you talk first and nobody is speaking second. Fluent in passive aggression, that's why you acting dismissive. Hearing me out for once will require you actually listen. Damn. The boy is back, I never turn my back. I just slapped him, so now all that they see is my back. Say that damn Maybach bands with me in the back. When I was an actor, I still couldn't clean on my act. Whenever I tell the truth, you feel like you being attacked. And that couldn't being attached, so how about we leave it at that?
If you're gonna waste your time, then waste your time. You can have all the space.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit the block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's the number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate hump. Niggas gotta move on my release day home. Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back on FBG, God forbid. Virgil got the paddock on my wrist, doing front flips. Giving you my number, but don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping, was okay, so what? Someone hit the block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Papa Pimp. Man, before I get into the live show, shout out to all the people who have been donating to the channel, you know what I'm saying? People that I talk to, people who like, share, subscribe, anybody who comment, good comments, bad comments, you know what I'm saying? Because the money you donate, the likes, the share, the subscribes, it helps the channel grow. It brings more people to the channel. So I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into this topic today. We're talking about the passport bros. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, some guy made a video talking about how prices of paying for sex have skyrocketed in places like Colombia and overseas because you got these guys coming over there, you know what I'm saying? So many guys coming over there and they tricking and paying for it so much. You know, like anything, like when you buying a lot of product and then the person who's selling it looks at it and say, okay, everybody buying this bag of chips, everybody buying this meat, everybody buying this shit. So the prices are starting to rise because they like, okay, these dudes gonna come over here and trick and pay regardless. So they're looking at it as if these simp ass niggas from overseas, from United States, and that'll be overseas for them. Y'all coming from United States, going over here to these other countries, paying for sex, paying for ass, is just making the prices rise. And eventually it was. Thinking about everything is rising right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything going up, skyrocketing prices. And now the shit $40 maybe. I don't know the exact prices for sex, but you got these guys paying for sex over there. Happening this $10 and shit. Cool. That means that it went up a little bit, 20, 30. Y'all still getting cheap because over here in the United States, you're going to pay more than $20 for some ass. And if you do, you're going to get some bottom of the barrel shit that's not very attractive. So in overseas, you're going to pay for sex and get a high quality woman. So if you're a trick that pays for ass, I would advise you to go overseas. It's just going to take you to get on a plane and fly. So that means you got to pay for the flight. You're going to have to pay for the room, the stay, and all that shit. And you got to be able to take time off. So you got to be a guy with a certain type of career, or you're going to have to take time off in your company. So that means you're not going to be doing it as much as you somebody taking the time off. So it's a lot of nerds and geeks and dudes going over there. You got a lot of, I'm gonna say probably cool guys that get women, nerds, geeks, majority of them are nerds, geeks, and lames who are going overseas because these nerds, geeks, and lames probably the people who did right. They got great jobs and they probably got the money to pay for this shit. What's up, Amee Parker? Man, why you calling from tonight, bro? Appreciate you coming on the show. Where you calling from? What city you calling from? What state you calling from? But these guys are paying for sex, and then they're making the prices rise. So you should have knew before Passport Bros was even established as a name. Passport Bros, it's been people going overseas. I remember coming up, I seen celebrities over there. This is nothing new. It's just that they gave it a name now. This shit been going on. So they want to give it a name on YouTube. Like, it's people out here who don't know who the hell a Passport Bro is. But on the YouTube and internet, motherfuckers is goddamn knowing this shit is a certain thing. But you go ask the average person, they ain't gonna know what a goddamn Passport Bro is. You're gonna have to explain it to them. But these guys are whining and crying. You're supposedly having sex with the best women, the cleanest women, the more cooperative, feminine, sexiest women in the world. You're going around having the sex with the sexiest, cooperative, feminine, best looking women, smell good, everything, and y'all whining because the prices went up. First of all, a real man don't pay for sex. If you're a real man, you do not pay for sex straight up. That means that if you're going over there, expect that things can change. It's like anything. I go to the grocery store. I don't expect this shit to always stay the same price. I expect to be some different. Like, it's disappointment to go in there and see the goddamn eggs has rise. It's disappointment. But at the same time, if I'm either going to get them or not, ain't nobody telling you got to go over there and buy no ass. You do not have to buy sex. You do not have to go over there and pay for sex. That's on you. Nobody's telling you to do that shit. So when the shit skyrockets, blame your fucking self for being a fucking simp, trick ass motherfucker who going over here paying for this shit. And then you get mad at who? Who you get mad at? You're going to get mad at other people. Like, at the end of the day, blame not the men, blame the simp characteristics that these men have. Because there's so many fucking simps out here, and so many tricks out here, so many men, and we can differentiate between the simps and the tricks, but who gives a fuck? Same characteristic. A simp ain't number bigging up bitches, and a goddamn trick paying for it. So I guess even the simps paying for it now, so you can go on and call them simp tricks or whatever the fuck you want to combine the name for these motherfuckers. And then at the end of the day, it's making other men look bad. Like me, I'm going over there. I ain't thinking about buying no ass. So if I get over there and some damn prostitutes come towards me, I'm gonna be like, yo, hey, how you doing? You know, nice to meet you. I don't buy ass. And if I have to goddamn learn how to say it in another language, I'll say it in another language. But these guys are whining now. That's why these Austin Hollimans of the world should have stopped paying for ass. Like Austin Holliman, I heard plenty of times from these lame ass niggas talking about his looks and shit. And not many dudes, but you know, I had a couple guys on my channel who love to compliment men. And they'll say he's so attractive. He's so fucking attractive. Why he buying ass? So that lets me know what type of men who deals with this type of shit. Because at the end of the day, y'all look at him. Some of these guys look at Austin Holliman as a god. And this god is paying for ass. I can't see goddamn Zeus paying for ass. Even though he ain't even a real person, a real character. That's some fictional motherfucker out of a book. But how you gonna be of God and of a godly status to some of these people and you're paying? These motherfuckers looking up to. A real man is gonna go in there by nature and be able to pull women off of his goddamn muscle, how he looks, how he carry himself. Like, everybody got their own look. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, in my opinion, what trumps being the most attractive man is being manly. You know, some of these guys ain't manly. Motherfuckers acting like, you know what I'm saying? I know on my videos, I tell bitches I'm from other places. I even cap a little bit, but that's for entertainment. You got men in real life. You don't know who the fuck they really are. And that's cool if you're going to play that game. I'd rather be lying to bitches than goddamn simping. But you got guys out here lying to bitches, acting like they're making $250,000 a year, and they paying for ass. Like, at the end of the day, you out here breaking your motherfucking pockets paying for sex. So they go overseas, now the price is rising. So my question is, what's gonna motherfucking happen when the ass go up to so high? What if it start being $100 a smash over there? What's gonna happen? What if the prices overseas start matching the prices in the United States? I'm curious to see how these niggas gonna act. Cause I swear these motherfuckers been acting like the bitches over there look better, smell better, everything. We're gonna see how the table turn if the ass start being just as high as over here in the United States. I wonder is the smell of the bitches gonna change. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these lame ass niggas start acting like the bitches overseas stink. I'm like, oh, okay. Now that they raising the prices, the women overseas gonna start stinking soon. I guarantee gonna be some lame ass, corny ass, no getting bitch ass niggas over who going overseas that's gonna start complaining, saying the women overseas stink. See, and that's what I started understanding. Like, you know, some of the women over here, like I'm pretty sure maybe the women overseas have better hygiene. I mean, we got drug addicts. Like overseas, it's women over there that's not doing drugs. So a lot of the women over here that probably not taking care of themselves are women who drugged out, low self-esteem. They probably don't give a fuck. And the women probably overseas might have a higher self-esteem, different culture. So we can understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make excuses for nobody. And some of the men are acting like the bitches stink over here just because they can't fuck. You can't fuck the chick, so you're gonna lie and say she's stinking shit. And that's cool though. You want to be a liar. But I'm curious to see how it's gonna turn out if the prices end up being the same. Niggas crying about a piece of ass going from $7 to $25. Motherfuckers, $25 is cheap for a piece of ass, bro. If you balling and you got money like that, why is $25 a problem? I don't understand though how you can be the man, cool as hell and very attractive, go overseas and pay for sex though. You are different when you go overseas. You are foreign. You are somebody who these women have never seen before, and you go overseas and pay, and now you whining and complaining and crying and goddamn talking shit about all these motherfuckers doing this, that, they charging the prices. I don't know if these women overseas got pimps, because you know over here in America, the women over here have pimps and shit like that. I'm not sure how the prostitution is ran in overseas, but I'm sure it's somebody delegating everything and they running the shit and they got them controlling the prices and shit. Or maybe these women start thinking like, shit, why I'm giving this nigga ass for $10 when I can get goddamn 40? And then if you're gonna sell ass, you might as well. You're giving them better. Supposedly these women are giving a better product. They're feminine, they smell better, they're cooperative. Why shouldn't they charge more? You know what I'm saying? If these stinking ass bitches over here in America can charge more, why can't these goddamn smell good, beautiful, more in shape women charge more? And these niggas are lame as hell, making videos about paying for ass and making videos about complaining about this shit. You really have no pride. I want to know who your fucking father is. And you know what I'm saying? Your father must be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm the best at it. I'm not saying I'm the most attractive guy. I'm not saying my game the best. I ain't paying for no ass, though. I'm not buying no prostitutes, though. And if I go overseas, I show hell lane. And I'm gonna avoid the spots that charge for ass. Like, I see women all the time, and I have had women I try to talk to who think I'm gonna put a price on that tag on that shit. I'm not buying your ass. I'm not buying sex from you. You do not look that good. Because if you a man that has had sex, you know that sex is not that damn great and it's not that powerful. Should no man put sex and some titties and ass above them? If you a man that views yourself as God created you to be this powerful, strong man like we supposed to be, you would never put sex, titties, ass above you. And that's what the problem is. A man ain't being no man no more. That's why these men are feminine as fuck now. They compliment other men. There's nothing wrong with saying a man cool. Like, even in my time, though, I say shit like, yo, that's a cool brother. I remember one time me and my homeboy was watching this movie. I forgot the name of the movie. And we was talking about some dude being jacked. I remember my homeboy uncle said, y'all motherfuckers looking at the movie and y'all worrying about the goddamn dudes, not the bitches. It's dudes that come on my show who goddamn compliment other men about their look. They don't say these cool dudes. They say something about he's attractive and shit like that. Y'all niggas got to stop that weak ass, faggot ass, feminist shit. And that's what's going on with these men that going to America. They compliment each other. They fucking probably want to fuck each other. And then they go overseas and they simp. It's a feminine characteristic. Women ask you to pay them for sex. No, women don't ask me to pay for them for sex. And what I'm saying is women think like I'm going to buy them like, you know, a lot of these women in America, like, they don't directly say pay for sex. They say shit like, take me out to this nice restaurant. You can't take me for coffee. We can't go to a park. We can't go for ice cream. That's the same thing as them wanting me to pay for them. They want me to pay their value. It's the same thing as prostitution, but it's a little bit different. They like, okay, I'm worth more than coffee, the park, and ice cream. I want you to take me to Outback Steak. I want you to take me to Ruth Chris. So say your lay count. They're not saying actually pay for sex for them. They're saying take me somewhere better because my worth is more than goddamn ice cream, coffee, and the fucking park. And that's when they're trying to tell you, I'm selling this ass for more than what you're trying to bring to the table. It's not prostitution, but in my eyes, I look at it as similar, is because why the hell you can't go to the park? Why the hell you can't get some ice cream? Why the hell you can't go on a coffee date? If you goddamn a real woman, it doesn't matter where you go. I'm not taking you back to my crib. I'm taking you to a place we get to know each other. And these dudes don't want to work, Corey. They don't want to work or be out in the field to get the women they truly want. Exactly. And that's cool, though. Like, I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying, though, stop the whining once you goddamn can't achieve the goal. Like, if you choose the path of paying for sex, expect that shit to go up. Like, I respect the game. I know it's gonna be women that try to get over on me. I know it's women who not gonna want to go to the park, coffee, and ice cream. I know it's women don't like to go on cheap dates. I take those L's. I know it's women that's gonna flake on me. I know it's women who gonna smile in my face, act like they love me when I get their number. And then when I get back home, they're not gonna respond, or they gonna text me 1 or 2 times. You gotta respect the game, though, because the game ain't gonna never change. It's just you gotta step your game up. And that goes with anything. If you're gonna be a simp trick, the game ain't gonna never change. The prices might rise, though. So whatever game you choose, if you choose to be a player and get a lot of women, if you choose to be a pimp and prostitute women, if you choose to be a simp and pay for sex, everything goes by rules. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with pimping and prostitute women, but it's gonna be men that choose to go that route. If you choose to go that route, you know the consequences in the game from it. If you choose to be a simp who's gonna pay for ass and put women above you, you got to understand the consequences and the goddamn, you know, and the victory to it. It's like me being a player. I understand the game. I understand the rules. I accept the losses and the goddamn wins. But a lot of these guys, you don't hear me on the internet crying about no bitches talking about goddamn they don't want to fuck with me. Because I already know when you cold approach women, you're going to get rejected a lot. Talk to any man who cold approach women on the regular. You're going to get rejected a lot. It's part of the game. And like B. Parker said, these guys don't want to work. These guys don't want to excel. These guys don't want to better themselves. And it's cool, though, because at the end of the day, somebody else gonna do it. But I look at the situation like this, though. We all got a calling. We all got a place in this world. You just got to find out who you are and where you want to be in life. You either want to be, you can be a regular guy who finds a woman and settle down. You can be a guy that don't get no ass, that play with blow-up dolls and jack off all the time. Or you can be a combination of all that shit. Or you can be a player. Or you can be a simp. Now, going to be a pimp, that's a different level. I don't think the average guy wakes up and decides he want to be a fucking pimp. I think that takes a guy who probably don't give a fuck when they are. And if you decide to be a pimp, you probably abusing women. Do you think the idea to wait and choosing signals? I think waiting and choosing signals is part of the game. It's part of it. It's different from code approach. The only reason I don't do a lot of choosing signals is because of footage. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's best for you. If you're not doing a channel like me, you can wait on me, Parker. You can do choosing signals and shit like that because you're not trying to get volume. I'm trying to get footage and volume. So I do get signals and choosing signals too, but sometimes I have to do the code approach route. If I wasn't doing a channel, I'd probably do more choosing signals and I'd probably look for eye contact because I believe that women, you know what I'm saying, I believe you would waste less time I believe that women know exactly what they want, even though they don't have the same game as we do. And the thing about it, though, it depends on how you want to take it. If you cold approach women, you're going to get turned down more. If you do choosing signals and eye contact, you're going to seem, it's going to be, it could be just as good, but it takes skill. Both of them take skill, because if you want to be a person that does eye contact and eye contact and choosing signals, you have to better yourself. You have to have a certain energy. You have to have positive energy around you. You got to better yourself, take care of yourself. You got to wake up. You got to have a mindset if you're going to do eye contact and choosing signals, because you want women to choose you. So that means that every time you go out, everybody got a certain type of woman that chooses them. What you're going to have to understand is the women you want might not be choosing that day. It might be something you don't like. So choosing signal comes with some women might not be your type, but that's who choosing that day. And if you want better women to choose, you better raise your goddamn energy. It's all about energy when it comes to that choosing signal shit. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good game. If you can master eye contact and choosing, you can be dangerous because you're waiting for a woman to choose you. But the thing about choosing signals is when that woman chooses you, you better go over there as a man and approach her and go straight to the game. A lot of guys don't know shit about that, but I used to watch Player Supreme, and he was big on that. He hated cold approach. He was big on choosing signal and eye contact because he believed if you mastered that shit and mastered yourself, you would have women choosing you. And the one way to gain women to choose you is to better yourself. You know, starting a business, or not even starting a business, living your true life. If you choose to be a businessman, start a business. If you choose to be this, if you're following your path and living your best life, women are going to choose you because you're going to be high priority. So that's the thing about that. Cold approach can be anybody. I mean, anybody can try eye contact, but cold approach can be anybody. You can take anybody and be cold approach. Cold approach takes skills because you got to have smooth talk, game. Some people got to be quick on their feet. Cold approach is a harder game. Teach me to be a player. I need 3 days a week. I can teach you to be a player. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video, though. I want to start doing a thing where I get guys and I meet them and I do hands-on with teaching them how to get women. I can put a microphone in my ear and they have a microphone in their ear. We meet each other and you cold approach and I tell you what to say. And this is what I'm going to start doing. I already have a group, but like I'm not getting a lot of people in the group. So right now it's growing slowly, but I plan on starting something where I can hands-on help people. Like I meet you, we meet each other, and I teach you the game, and I have you cold approach women. And while you cold approach women, I'm gonna be in your ear telling you what to do. That's what my goal is in the future, to go with this shit right here. Because I love helping people. You know what I'm saying? I did customer service, I did a lot of shit. So I love helping people. So I can teach anybody how to build their confidence and how to approach women. I mean, I can even get deeper into the game. I'm not a master of this shit. It's people who that's better than me. It's a lot of people that's better than me, but I'm good enough to teach a man how to get women. If I can get women, you can get women. It's all about being fucking confident. This guy's insane. Corey, I just text myself the important tips that you gave. Right, and you need to, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this my thing is, a lot of guys do not listen to me. And let's say you a guy that already know who you are and you get women. Cool. That means you coming on here just to talk your shit. A lot of guys come up here and one thing they do, they come up here and they don't want to admit to that stuff that I have a problem getting women. And that's what a lot of men's problem is. They do not want to admit that they can't get women. I'm going to admit right now, my game needs to get better. I cold approach every week. Every week I'm hollering at a different woman. But I still have room to get better. I still have room to improve. I still have room. Think about it. LeBron James is one of the best players in the NBA, and he still practices hard, and he looks for room to get better. I have room to get better. There's people out here that's a lot better than me. But just because you better don't mean you can teach people. It's people out here that's better than me that can't teach people. I feel that I can teach other men how to get women. It's simple. I can teach you the basics of the game. I'm a pickup artist. And I mean, the more experience I get, I can become a dating coach. You got guys on here who all they do is sit and talk. They might have used to be pickup artists back in the day. I don't know. But I'm a pickup artist, and I do a little bit of the dating coach shit too. I do one-on-ones with people too. So all camera, you choosing singles only? Well, all camera, like, I'm gonna be honest though, since I started this channel, it's hard for me to ever do something that doesn't revolve around the channel. So it's kind of hard though. Like, I have tried days when I just did choosing signals, but it's harder because women are not always choosy when you come out. And that comes with your energy, and that comes with sometimes it is not choosing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on like a live wild type of person. When I come out, my goal is to get footage. So for me to really get back to what I used to be, I would have to stop fucking with this channel because I ain't got to a point. Sometimes I don't even pay attention to eye contact. It's been time when women have gave me eye contact and my homeboy like, oh, she looking at you. You messing up. You cold approaching so much you forgot about it. It's hard to do both of them because they're so different, separate monsters. You know what I'm saying? Cold approach and eye contact is different. But at the same time, sometimes I catch women looking. And sometimes women are shy. They'll give you a quick glance. And some women want you to cold approach them. All I'm saying is, if you cold approach, you're going to get rejected. I think if you're not doing what I'm doing, try both of them. I think you should try cold approaching, and I think you should try eye contact just to see what fits you better and see what your goal, see what you get. Like, cold approaching is a number game. How many girls weekly you holler at? Oh, man, it's a tough one, man. It just depends on, like, you know what I'm saying? I try to entertain the channel, so I could holler at a lot more women, but they might not be very attractive. They could be older, they could be overweight. And I'm not saying these women are not attractive, though. I try to holler at the women that the people want to see. So sometimes I don't holler as much as I used to. So sometimes I might holler at less women. It could be 10, maybe less than 10. It just depends, though. I'm not hollering as many women as I could because sometimes I got limited time because I'm getting off work. It just depends, because when you go out to these places, you see bad chicks. Sometimes they leaving as I'm going. I'm not going to go over here while the woman checking out and try to holler at her in front of everybody, because that's not good. Because once you go over there and try to holler, it just might bring awareness that you in the store. You don't want to like you harassing nobody. So, and sometimes I go into a store, don't be many women in the store. I holler at a few women. I might pull a two. I come out the store. Now everybody's starting to come there. I don't want to go in and out of these stores, so it's kind of harder than what you think it is, because you don't want to go in and out of these stores. Then people think you stealing and shit like that, and that's with security purposes. So it's kind of tough to really goddamn holler at as many women. Like, let's say it's a day that a lot of women is in the store. I do a lot of hollering, but I always do it at a certain point. I always try to do it a certain way. So it just depends, man. I mean, every week varies though. But I'm not hollering as many women I could holler at, because I'm trying to find the best looking women for the channel. But to get back on this passport shit, my thing is I probably could teach some of these passport guys how to get women. But I had some of these passport guys tell me stuff like, why learn game when I can pay for sex? I don't need game overseas and shit like that. So these guys saying they don't need game. He said, oh boy, try. And that's cool though. That's cool if he troll. If he trolling, then at the end of the day, that lets you know that this motherfucker right here don't get no bitches then. I mean, ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm gonna answer the questions, I'm gonna talk. If you trolling me, then at the end of the day, that make you look like a lame. Because, I mean, think about it. You ain't get no ass. I get bitches, though. So, troll me. Do what you want to do. Come up here and ask stupid-ass questions. I get bitches at the end of the day. These niggas ain't get no bitches. So, if you ain't get no bitches, You lame as hell to come on my channel and troll and play games, though. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't stop motherfucking troll. I'm gonna answer the questions. I'm gonna give you honest opinions. But if you got them a troll who come on here and want to goddamn play games, ain't nothing I can do about that. I just take that. I'll let you do what you do though, because I'm gonna keep it real the whole time. I need to get contacts or laser eye surgery. I think I get a lot of choosing sick at the gym, but obviously I don't go to the gym and hit on chicks. But if I happen to see them outside the gym, I'll spit. True. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The gym goddamn dangerous. Dangerous place to holler at, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, it is what it is, though. Save your leg count. I'm not trolling, I'm bad with women. Throne 2010 say you trolling. Now I have seen some of your comments say your leg count, and you have talked a little shit. End of the day, I get bitches. I don't know if you get bitches or not. So at the end of the day, you can troll all you want to. I'm gonna see a bitch Friday. I'm gonna see a bitch Saturday if I want to. I can see a bitch Sunday. Say your leg count, you might not never see a bitch. So if you trolling, that's on you. You the one got to goddamn work on your game or go back to your fat ugly ass wife or whatever you got. So at the end of the day, you troll, that's on you, buddy. These passport guys are confusing laws. So if you can't get women in America to vote, you will never be filled, you'll never be satisfied. I agree. I'm gonna put the link in the description if somebody want to come up here and talk. But yeah, I agree with you and me, Parker, though. Some of them ain't gonna never master the game. And a lot of these guys ain't gonna never grow though. Like I got guys that come on the show who swear they know more than me. And that's cool. If you can't show your fucking face, you don't know shit. I had guys that come on the show, they make fucking excuses on why they can't show their face. I get paid too much money. I gotta fucking watch out for my white boss. Get the fuck out of here. Or you got niggas that don't want to show their face. I'm not knocking nobody who don't want to show their face. Do not make excuses. I question men that makes excuses. Because at the end of the day, if you choose not to show your face when you come on my channel, don't come on here trying to fucking question me. Because I'm not going to listen to you. I don't respect these motherfuckers trying to question me when you scared to show your goddamn face. Just like these passport, bro. I'm not going to respect nobody paying for no goddamn ass. You better prove me you can pull women over here. And certain shit I don't respect. I don't respect motherfuckers paying for no ass. And I don't respect motherfuckers who act like they doing it big, but they scared to show their face. A real man will do what I'm doing. Like when you come on the show, if you scared to show your face, or if you don't want to show your face, that's cool. Yeah, you can join the second. Like all I'm saying is though, I'm not pressuring nobody to do nothing. I don't want to change these motherfuckers. If you want to pay for ass and complain, cool. If you want to be somebody who scared to show your face, and cool. But I see a trend with some people come on my show and I can call these guys out. They ain't passport, bro. They're just regular guys. They come on here. They have the most knowledge about women. They fucking everything. They running through bitches. But when I say something like show your face, show receipts, and then they act like I can't show you receipts. I don't have receipts. Okay, so how are you a fucking pimp, a player, the man, and you rich and you can't show your face? And then these guys start getting mad at me and they start trying to question I'm coming at them personally and shit like that. And that's that damn weak shit that goes on with the passport boys. The passport bros. These guys have feminine nature. A lot of these guys have feminine nature. They lie, they simp, they trick, they pay for ass, they complain, they have negative energy. And then you know what I'm saying? And it don't take long with the me inside the ugly on the outside. And then you got passport bros who don't complain at all. I respect the passport bros who do not complain at all. How you pay for your ass and your intentions is not to go over there and complain, cry, and whine. Don't nobody give a fuck how much the ass going up over there. Don't nobody give a fuck about who you fucking over there. Nobody give a fuck. Them just women. If you fucking them and you paying for it, everybody paying for it. I can go overseas right now and fuck the baddest bitch if I have $100. I don't want to. I don't pay for ass. I don't want to fuck no badass foreign chick for $100 or 40 or 20 or 7 or 10 or 9. I don't want to fuck no bitches, period, if I gotta pay for it. I don't even want to fuck the bitch if she's selling her ass to everybody. The bitch disgusting. I do not like prostitutes and whores like that. I don't like those type of women because at the end of the day, they're fucking disgusting. And the men who pay for them are lame as fuck too. But if that's your lifestyle, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you feel confident doing, cool. Just like the guys that come on my show and act like they goddamn bosses, billionaires and millionaires and goddamn pimps and motherfucker acting like he fucking a bitch every month. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking a bitch every month, but you ain't never showed your face. You fucking all these baby mamas and people hitting you up on dating sites. We don't even know how the fuck your ugly ass look. You ain't no real motherfucking man. Stop the fuck bullshit. I agree. Refuse to pay for sex. It's not happening. And then they'll make excuses and say taking a woman on a date is the same thing. No, it's not. When you take a woman on a date, it's called courting her. It's called enjoying yourselves. It's called the same thing. Like I said, like you got guys that complain about the simps, and you got guys that complain about the Pook and Ray Rays. I'm not even mad at the Pook and Ray Rays. Let them have the bitches. Because if these bitches want Pook and Ray Rays, let them have them. Just separate yourself from the women who don't like Pook and Ray Rays. That's all I'm saying. The women who like Pook and Ray Ray, y'all go over here to the right. And the women who don't like Pook and Ray Ray, y'all go to the left. I know which way to go. But what's getting so tricky out here, you can't tell what bitches like the Pook and Ray Rays anymore. Because the American women love sorry ass motherfucking niggas, even the ones that's young all the way to older. When they get older, they start wanting a good guy. So it has got confusing. When you go overseas and fucking women, you ain't got to worry about that shit. So I do give props to the overseas dudes for fucking with women who don't like sorry ass men. Because them African women, Colombian women, Jamaican, Haitian, they don't want no goddamn thugs like that. They want a man. They go by characteristics. They go by loyalty. They go by men who are normal. American women are the problem. So I'm not mad at Pookie and Ray Rays. I'm mad at these American women because y'all have bad choice in men. And that's why these dudes are going overseas, because American black women or American women have so poor choice in men that they're running these men overseas. And some of them just don't got no goddamn game. Some of them can't pull women. Like my thing is, if this bitch like Pookie and Ray Rays, don't fuck with her. If this women like drug dealers, rappers, and basketball players, if I don't fit that characteristic, why would I wipe that bitch up? If I'm a goddamn nerd, or you ain't even gotta be a nerd, let's say I'm going to college to be an engineer, and this woman like fucking basketball players, and she like goddamn dudes that sell drugs, or rappers and shit, why would I holler at her? And let's say she do give me some play. It's just fuck. It's just a sex. See, what's the problem? Why these passport bros are going overseas bitter? They're fucking these women over here. And these women over here are using these lame ass niggas. The women overseas are using them too, but they're more nice about it. So they don't mind getting used by overseas women, because overseas women are respectful, humble, and they fucking show, you know what I'm saying? They show humility and stuff like that. What's good, Ami Parker?
Chilling. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm at work, but it's really slow right now. And I got one of my coworkers up there chilling, so I just came in.
So where you calling
chop
in
it
from,
up,
though?
you know?
Where you calling in from?
Yeah, South Dakota.
Oh, okay. So it must be really slow work. Yeah, man. What you think about this passport shit and they crying about the ass going up?
I mean, honestly, that should have been something that they should have game planned for. I don't like a lot of people don't probably pay attention to the news and stuff, but a lot of things is going to start changing over the next couple years with like U.S. currency and all this stuff going on. But they should have expected that from the jump. These women aren't dumb. Those women aren't dumb.
No, they're not dumb.
They have TikTok. They have Instagram, Snapchat.
And then we don't know who over them. Like, I'm not sure if it's like America. Like, I'm pretty sure they might have a boss too. They might have pimps too, overseas pimps. We don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not into prostitution and all that shit, but if you're gonna do it, why you gonna charge $10 when you can get $60? I mean, it is what it is.
Right. So, but I do agree. Women overseas are definitely different. They move different, at least for right now.
They do move different though. I mean, they come from a different culture, and then they I mean, it's some good women in America too, but majority of the women overseas are gonna be different. Like I went out with an African chick one time, and we went on a date, and she said, "I have a gift for you." I'm like, "Why is you giving me a gift?" Because that won't normal. Ain't no regular black woman I went out with ever gave me a gift, and she got me some brownies. I mean, you go out with a black woman, she ain't bringing you no fucking gift from America. But this African woman brought me a gift. She showed appreciation for us going out. And then she was willing to pay half for the date. Because you think about African women are taught that the man supposed to do everything because they have a different type of culture. And it's like that over here too. But African women want men to pay for everything. But it's because the man is the leader. Women over here in America take advantage of the concept of men paying for everything, and they trying to use your ass. See, it's more of a use culture over here compared to overseas. The men over there know their role is the man, the woman know her role. Women over here play a role in America, like they're trying to use you. Like I had a woman one time acting like she couldn't meet me somewhere. And she was like, pretty much she was going through something, and I had to come pick her up and take her out. And I'm like, hold up now. When I met her the first time, she didn't say that. I think she was trying to make me come pick her up, and she didn't have to do shit. So you got to watch out for American women because they run game more. Ain't no African women running no game unless they been taught that type of shit.
Yep. And like you said about
not just African women, just overseas women. I mean, some of them running game too because they've been taught that shit, but the majority is not running game.
I agree. Like you said, with the going back to a somewhat different subject about the park. On Saturday, I'm going to be taking this one girl to a park that I live outside that a lot of people will go to in the city. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm supposed to be having an ice cream date with a different girl tomorrow at 7, but she keeps flaking. So I think I'm just going to like cut her off because I think she's going through some like personal issues or stuff. But
true.
It's what it is.
Like, I know this other guy. He said he used to be a pimp. I can't think of his name. How to find this information? He said his game was he was an actual pimp. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know how true his stories were. He said he knew a whole lot of famous people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and them. He said he used to take women to places they felt uncomfortable. Let's say this dude was an actual pimp player. He said he would take women, like he'll tell a woman to dress up like they're going to a fancy restaurant, and then he'll take them to the hood. And he said that when the women felt uncomfortable, they would cling to him. He said that's his way of taking power of the situation. Because if this woman feel uncomfortable, she's going to come to you for comfort. And it made sense what he was saying, though. You tell this woman to dress up like y'all going to a fancy-ass restaurant, you go to this motherfucking hood-ass, raggedy-ass bar, and she's like, what the fuck? And she's going to feel super uncomfortable. So she's depending on you to guide her through this shit because you're comfortable here. And that's what he used to do to women. He used to take them places they never been before. And he said it worked for him. And I think it could, I like taking women places they never been before. Because, I mean, it does take out the excitement if you've been to fucking Sweet Frog or you've been to this place or you've been in this restaurant. And it's kind of hard to take women where they never been before. But I think sometimes you have to think outside the box.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that makes sense.
Too.
Yeah, but I'm not doing nothing. Taking them to the hood. Yeah, he got that one.
Yeah, he was from the hood though. He said he had the status. He had that status though. I mean, he didn't come off no hood dude, but he was a pimp. He said people used to come to his house like cops. Used to be like, man, I need a certain type of woman. He was a pimp, so he had certain type of women, and they would come to him. You know, he had been a big time drug dealer. With cops coming to your door talking about, do you got this woman? I can get this woman and shit like this. Like, what the fuck? But everybody don't got that type of status. All I'm saying is, if I think doing different stuff with women brings excitement. Like sometimes things can get boring, and it's okay. It ain't but so much you can do. But I think the simple things make women excited. That's why I think Pookie and Ray Rays are winning out here when it comes to women. They don't take no shit. They are more exciting because they do wild shit. And I feel like these women who are in the church, who never, women in the church or this women period, who have been around guys that don't have excitement in their eyes, when they get around a Pookie and Ray, be like, damn, he cussing. Damn, he ready to fight. Damn, he ready to do this. Damn, he don't give a fuck. I think that excites them at the time. And it's unfortunate that men are losing to these guys, and that's why these guys are going overseas. Like, you shouldn't be competing with no Pookie and Ray Ray, no way. I mean, I'm not mad at those guys because it is what it is. I wish those guys would stay out of prison, but I'm not mad at them because some of them are good people and they just make bad decisions. But it is I blame the women. Like, I don't know what make these women like these guys, but I think it got something to do with excitement and adrenaline. I think these guys, I think they, in nature, they get these women adrenaline up and they can't help it. Like, I think our black women in America are confused about what is masculine nowadays. You got niggas out here wearing pocketbooks and shit, niggas wearing these tight ass jeans. These thugs are doing something. These thugs out here, black women in America are looking at the thugs as real men. And that's a bad thing when the thugs have became the real men in the community. Think about it though. A dude who has a reputation for shooting people, selling drugs, stabbing, and whooping ass, he is going to come off as masculine. Because back in the day, a real man was a man who had people feared of him. So you don't have to have people feared of you, but let's say you a man that people feared. A woman wants to be around a man who can protect her. So that means that if this thug is feared, they chances you want to fuck with him, no matter what his reputation is, because he is feared. You ain't feared because you going to college to be a goddamn student, but you could be feared. Like Mike Tyson. You can say what you want about Mike Tyson, but he was feared, so he didn't have a problem getting a woman. You can call him ugly, you can call him what he want to. This motherfucker was feared, so women want to be with somebody they know can whoop some ass. So I think that's why these goddamn guys is going overseas, and most of them didn't grow up being no tough guys. And I'm not even saying you have to be a tough guy. You can go the same route as me. If you get a lot of women and you play women and you cheat, women like that type of shit. No one want to be with no dude who say, imagine if me and you go out here and say we're faithful, we're gonna be with just one woman. That's boring. Women are gonna more likely not gonna like this shit. You telling women you a good guy, you gonna be faithful, man, they gonna laugh at your ass. That shit ain't sexy.
It's just everything. The majority of everything is just backwards. Like, even with what they say, what women say, they don't. I think 99 times out of 100, they just mean the opposite.
Right. Even when they get older, they still like that type of shit, but they starting to settle. Like, man, I can't get these type of guys, and I can't be taken care of because they locked up. So they gotta take a simp ass nigga who a good guy and use him. And I agree, it is backwards. Now overseas, the good thing about it is those women like good guys. They like guys that go to college and shit. The culture's different. So why would you go over there paying for ass when you can meet this guy? When you can meet somebody overseas and this woman is gonna like you for who you are. I'm not saying you can't find it over here though, but you might have to go through obstacles, 3 baby mamas, abortions and shit. You got to go through the damn. She hit the wall before she came to you. That's the bad thing about it. Like, American women are not going to be humbled until they have been ran through, and not all of them, but majority of women in America are not going to humble until they got them and fucked up so many times they realize that Pookie and Ray Ray ain't for them. And that's fucked up though. But that's your choice though. If you choose to be with a woman who didn't like you back in the day, why would you fuck with her now?
Facts. That's how it be. That's so messed up. Oh man.
It is so messed up though. And then it's realistic though, because I used to be around my cousins, and them niggas was not no good guy. Play the game. If you don't realize the game that way, you're gonna fucking lose. I'm not saying you got gangster, sell drugs, or nothing. You're gonna have to have some edge. You can't be like about. And that's in the day, to get advantage, you're gonna have to have an edge to you. She gotta look at you as, oh man, this motherfucker might leave and cheat at any time. A woman want a man, she might not want that, but she's attracted to a man. She like, oh man, he can have what he wants to. He might be fucking another bitch tomorrow. If they don't view you in that way, they're not gonna be with you. You want the
Yep.
woman chasing you, so you got to have a picture of yourself as somebody. And the reason why I say this, though, I worked with this older woman, and she married this man. She ended up getting divorced because he did her wrong. But she said when she met him, he had all these women in his face. And she was too stupid because she was young to realize this motherfucker was a player. He was in every woman's face. So when she finally got him, she thought she was taking him from all the other women. And that's how women think. She was like, damn, all these women want him, so I'm going to take him. So at the end of the day, she ended up marrying a motherfucker that won't shit. And then once she married him, she found out the truth that he won't shit. He was a player. But she couldn't see that shit because she was too busy trying to take him from the other women. And that's how women think. If you can make yourself look like every woman wants me, you're going to be the man. So you don't got to go out here and do no thug shit, but you need to make women, you got to make yourself look like you're the man. And I read this in The Art of Seduction. If you can master making yourself look like you the motherfucking man, you're going to win. Imagine if you always look like you got a woman. Don't no woman want to be with no motherfucker who a virgin. Don't no woman want to be with no motherfucker who don't know what the fuck he doing. It is what it is, though. You can get mad. You don't got to like that shit. You know what I'm saying? The more you look like you get women, the more likely a woman going to want to be with you.
I need to read The Art of Seduction.
Yeah, it's a good book. Like, I mean, it got consequences to it. Like, I read the book. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You younger than me, so you might can master some of the shit, but it comes with consequences. If you playing with a woman's emotion, you goddamn doing seducing her, you know what's gonna come with it. She probably gonna get mad. You probably gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come
probably kill your ass.
Yeah, I don't know about it. It could, but I mean, you know, it's gonna come with consequences of her getting mad, not want to fuck with you. So it comes with consequences if somebody get mad at you, but it's just different ways. Like, I ain't read the book in a while, but it got different ways that you can get women to like you. Like, one guy, they said he wasn't attractive. It was a story, probably wasn't a true story. Said the guy was not attractive, but he was a poet. He was hunched over, had a hunchback, and they said he had all the women because he knew what to say and what to say. And everybody don't understand. Like, some people so busy worrying about being 6'6", they worrying about being so attractive, and they worry about simping and paying for money. If you would master conversation, being a man, and being confident and stuff like that, you probably could get women. I mean, definitely, somebody who attractive always gonna have the upper hand. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you're confident and you got game, you come off as attractive. Because imagine if you ain't that attractive, but you got game. You can get this woman to like you because she's like, damn, this motherfucker super confident. Like, a motherfucker who attractive, there's attractive men out here in this world who don't have confidence. So confidence is a plus. It's all about who you want to learn from. Like, I used to listen to this guy Player Supreme before he died. He said, run your business, your women like a business. He said, go for success first. He said, because that's going to bring the women. He had a totally different game than I'm doing. I mean, it was totally different, though. But it was just complicated to learn his game because it doesn't fit my YouTube channel, because I can't sit around and wait for women to come to me. And that's what he believed in. He said, if you master yourself, women going to come to you. So if you're not doing what I'm doing, master yourself, better yourself, up your career. And he always said, never compare yourself to celebrity. I see a lot of guys that come on here. Every time I tell them something, they comparing it to goddamn celebrities and bullshit like that. I don't agree with that shit, though, because when you comparing yourself to celebrities and shit, you're never going to win. You know you ain't no goddamn celebrity. You can't compare yourself to Drake, Jay-Z, Eminem, 50 Cent, Biggie when he was alive. And that's what the problem is with people. When they start throwing out them goddamn, this celebrity doing this shit, I got a problem with that, though, because you're never going to be able to compete with them fucking celebrities.
Never. No chance.
And I mean, and it's cool, though. Like, Drake might be out here fucking 18-year-olds. His old ass can do that shit because he's a fucking celebrity. I'm not saying I get younger women all the time. When I holler, no mean I can't always fuck them, because like some of them just, just like with older women, I see a trend with 18 to 40. They do the same fucking thing. They'll give you the number, sometimes they ain't about shit. So, and definitely sometimes they'll point out my age and shit. But when you Drake, they're not giving a fuck. Look at R. Kelly. You think they gave a fuck how old he was? They knew this motherfucker was famous. Once you're famous, that shit changed the game up. I'm telling you. So, I mean, even if you got, let's say you got guys who make $150,000 a year. you still don't have that fame. Don't nobody know you making $150,000 a year. So at the end of the day, you just a regular guy. And I think if you learn to carry, like I'm telling you right now, learn to be masculine. Masculine means being a man, being manly and stuff. I think that's very important. Being confident, knowing who you are, bring that certain type of energy to the game. Because when you bring that certain type of energy, it makes you stronger though. And I think that matters though, being confident, knowing like you might not pull today, but don't let that shit fall to you. Like I learned that you need to wake up thinking I'm a player, wake up thinking you the man, wake up confident every day because it becomes a habit. You know, we learn habitual things, like we wake up with habits. If you wake up and you don't wash your ass every day, you probably learn that shit from as a kid. So you have to change that shit. If your parents did, I mean, I hope everybody's parents taught them how to bathe, but some kids didn't learn like that. They had to learn on their own, and it's gonna be a hard thing to reverse. If you grew up from 6 to 14 and your parents didn't teach you how to wash your ass, now you gotta learn on your own that washing your ass is a priority. So now you gotta change your habits from 6 to 14. When you get 15, you gotta change if you want to have a better life. Just like if you've been trained, just imagine your mother and father telling you was ugly from the time you was 5 to 16. Now you gotta change your mind and be like, damn, I gotta change this shit. I have a low self-esteem because my parents always told me I was ugly. Imagine what people have been through. So it's the same thing with the game. You have to change yourself, and you have to put in your mind that I didn't wake up being no player. I didn't wake up hollering at a lot of women. So I had to change my mindset and be like, this is who I am, this is what I do. And I think it has bettered my life. I think you will find your wife if you're looking for marriage. I think you will find a girlfriend quicker if you're doing what I'm doing. Because you're gonna meet a lot of women, you're gonna find women, and you're gonna see I think I see a lot of negatives in women too. I have met so many women, I know exactly what I want. I know what these women about, dude. I'm telling you, man, the game will teach you what these women about. So that's one thing Player Supreme used to teach too. Get out here if you're young, holler at as many women, fuck with as many women, learn what you like. Then when you get a certain age, you can settle down. You already know what you want. You already know what you've been through. You already know how women are. I know how women are. I've been fuck with so many women. I know what women trying to use you. I know what to watch out for. I know what to avoid now. And you're not gonna learn that shit if you sit around this motherfucker trying to look at an Instagram model. If you're not out here motherfucking putting in that work, you're not gonna learn shit.
Exactly.
That's why these overseas paying for ass, they could be 40 years old and they still might get played.
I think a lot of oh man, that was a good one. They be looking at Instagram models, and that goes to show a lot of, and I need to develop this too. A lot of people don't have good social skills because of social media. How it just boomed from 2019 slash 2018 until now. You know, you got TikTok going off the charts. Everybody wants to be an influencer. You have YouTube. Like people don't know how to interact socially. You know what I mean? They don't live in reality a lot of the times, and they just think Instagram and TikTok is real life, which it is, but you don't go around seeing people that look like that good all the time, or people, you know, people need to learn social cues.
I was gonna go on Melly's show the other day. I didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy probably clowned me about it. I've been on there a few times. The woman that was on there was attractive, but I looked at her Instagram. She looked even better. Motherfucker can make you think they look better than what he is on the Instagram. Now she was great when I seen her on the show, but she was way better looking on the goddamn Instagram. I said, "Oh, it's all about illusion." If you know how to take great pictures, that's why when you're dealing with a dating app, you know how to take. Women are masters at taking good pictures and making themselves look attractive. That's why they're a step ahead of us. And that's something Player Supreme used to teach too. He said you have to take great pictures because these women are winning. They know how to do that shit. Motherfucking man will put up a picture with a bottle. He'll put a picture with a hat turned backwards. And they ain't smiling. He said that you either gonna do dude things or you're gonna do the right things. And a lot of guys is gonna do dude things. They're gonna fucking go on the picture doing this. This is an ugly ass picture, goddamn, not smiling. Because you worrying about not looking fucking fruity. You have to smile because men gonna think you fruity regardless if you smile. But these women don't think. I hear so many women say, why you not smiling your profile picture when I was doing dating apps? Why you not smiling? Why you not smiling? Don't worry about what men think. They're gonna fucking criticize everything because a whole lot of them ain't doing shit anyway. You have to be think about it. You have to do research. I learned this shit. You have to research everything you do. Whatever you plan doing. And I learned this from AMS. AMS was talking about this shit the other day on one of his shorts. He said a lot of guys will say they want to do some shit they never did research for. He said he gonna try to knock them. How you gonna want to start a fucking business for, like, you might want to start a cleaning business, but you ain't even did no research on the cleaning business. People, it's like guys who want to be a player, but they never looked at a video to learn what does it take to be a player. Do you do the research on the shit you want to be? And I can blame myself too, because I haven't did the research on a lot of shit. If you're trying to do something, research. Like going to college, take researching. You need to research going to college, because what if you take up something that doesn't have a career after you finish? Like, imagine how many people went to college and then when they finish, they like, damn, I can't find a job because you didn't do your fucking research. You fucking just took up some shit. You probably watched a couple of things. And these colleges are businesses. They'll tell you the job gonna make $150,000 a year. If you move to motherfucking Idaho, you might be in North Carolina. Now, I remember a woman I was working with had a master's degree. She couldn't find a job. And I said, you can't find a job because your ass still here. You need to move somewhere else. But she didn't do a research on where her job was at and where she can get the money at. Now she has to move to a big city she don't want to go to. So do your research. If your job is not booming in your city, is this what you're looking for? Are you willing to move? And a lot of people are not willing to do the research. I mean, I think you need to research everything. Like when I did YouTube, I got to research. I still have to research. That's why people are not being successful at things they want to do. They do not research. People don't even research women. These motherfuckers don't know no shit about women. I mean,
damn, that is smart when you think about it. But yeah, like you said, I think, and there's this other guy on YouTube. I forgot his name, but he looks just like you. He has a little bit more subs than you. But he was saying, as men, we need to keep learning. Maybe not just about women, but just life in general. Read a book, learn something, because people are attracted to people that know shit about life. About women, right?
I think so. I think if got knowledge, people are attracted to that. And women are just different though. Like, I mean, it depends. Like, you younger, you have the women out here that's younger, they like certain type of things and shit. I'm not saying you gotta be a thug to get women out here, but if you're attractive, you got an advantage. I think so. Like my homeboy told me one time, and he was keeping it real. He said, man, he didn't think my game was that strong. He was like, you getting these women because they think you attractive. And I kind of took it as offense, though. I was like, damn, so you saying my game weak? He said, I ain't saying your game weak, it can get better. He said, you might not be pulling because your game is strong. It might be because they feeling you. And that is that's something to pay attention to, because if I'm pulling because of how I look, can I teach people like you? So at the end of the day, it's okay to pull women because you look attractive, but when you in my position, you want to be able to teach these men some game too. Because if I'm only pulling because of how I look, then at the end of the day, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna be able to teach nobody anything, because everybody ain't gonna look like me. So that means I might be trying to teach a guy the same shit I'm doing, and they might be like, well, it ain't working for me. So that's why I always teach people confidence too, because you don't never know what a woman go up to. Like they say, I've seen plenty of women. And I was with my homeboy, and I've been alone cold approaching. And I'll be like, man, she got a kid with her, man. I don't know if I should go over there. My homeboy said, what that mean? And I go over there and I get the phone number. And I seen a woman one time, I was like, man, she kind of young. And he was like, what that mean? And I go over there and holler. So I have the same mindset. Sometimes I don't think about it, because if you think about it, you're gonna miss out on the opportunity, because you don't know what that woman might do. Like I seen women in feminine products getting tampons. People can criticize it in videos. Like at the end of the day, we know women use tampons. If a bitch buying tampon, what they gotta do with you going up to a hollering at her? What the fuck does that mean? Like, why would you be worrying about shit like that? Let's say you see a woman that's very beautiful and she over there buying tampons. She might be feeling you too. She around and go check out. So I pay attention to what other people say. If I see a woman with a tampon, tampons the store, she's picking. I know my video going in and out, but only time I be careful about hollering at women is when they around a bunch of people in the stores. Like let's say it's 5 people here on the aisle, I kind of be careful because usually when I holler at women with other people in the aisle, everybody looking, and I kind of like, damn, I don't care, but it's just like I don't want to bring a lot of attention. And some women are very loud. I holler at women, they get very fucking loud. I
Yeah,
think it's their nature. I'm like,
insanely loud.
damn, you talking too fucking loud in this motherfucker for me. But
Yeah, I think I seen one of your videos, and yeah, one of the girl when y'all was going down the escalator, she was talking hella loud.
yeah, and lucky that was the malls. And they do it in the stores too, though. And I don't think all of them mean it though. So I be careful too. And not because I think nothing gonna happen. I just don't like sometimes I be hollering at women, dude be all in my face, like, bro, damn, you don't know what we talking about, man. Get out of our conversation. I might not even be hollering. Just people are naturally nosy. So sometimes if I see 4 or 5 people, I be careful.
Yeah,
I just do it because you said what?
People are quick to assume.
Right. And I don't care what they think though. I just don't want the woman to feel uncomfortable. And sometimes, like, let's say you over there and it's just you and her. People start coming on the aisle, they already know what it is. I'm gonna get the number. I seen Gerald Houston, even though he do fake videos, he go up to women while they ordering and buying shit. I've hollered at women while they was getting their stuff from the cashier. It doesn't matter, but I'm gonna tell you what makes the game so hard. What I do is you're gonna see bad bitches sometimes, and they're gonna be in a situation where you can't holler at them. And you got to be like, damn, this is not a good situation. That's why I always try to say holler at women are being still. Because when a woman is moving, they tend to goddamn be like, I got something to do. Like a woman got something to do and she on a mission, she's not going to slow down for you. Because she still has in her mind, I got to get this shit and get out of here. So if you can catch her looking at something and stopping and thinking, I think it's a better situation because she already moving slow and she already thinking. Like the mall, I think is a complex game because women in the mall just come to that motherfucker to shop. They don't want to stop. And then you got people from the stores trying to sell shit. So sometimes I reach out to a woman. I'm good. I don't want to buy that shit. And I'm like, I'm not selling shit. I'm trying to holler. Like, I'm going to tell you, I got to put this video up. I haven't put it up yet. I was at Walmart with my homeboy. This is the first time this ever happened. And I'm dressed regular. Like, I just got off work. I tried to holler at this woman. She was like, I ain't got no money. I was like, I bust out laughing like, bitch, I ain't trying to ask for no money. It was funny though, because she was like, she was serious. She said, I don't got no money. I was like, damn, you insulted me. I said, I looked at my home, but I said she must have felt the same way about you too. We right here with each other. And I think the reason why she said is because homeless people be outside the goddamn store. They fuck the game up and shit. I was like shocked, like, hold up, I ain't trying to ask you for no fucking money. But homeless men sometimes pretend to call women beautiful and they ask for money too. Because homeless men, I've seen them do it. They'll go up to a woman and be like, you're beautiful. And they'll be like, can I have $5? You know what I'm saying? And women have told me this shit. Women say they be at the gas station and a homeless guy come up to them and they'll be like, yo, you so attractive, you so cute, you got some money? They don't be thinking about the bitches, man. They just trying to get some fucking money. And they fuck up the game because they not trying to really holler. And then these women might assume that you one of them motherfuckers, though. I don't want to be looked at as homeless, but damn, I ain't trying to knock homeless people, but that's a bad look.
For real, man.
And that's just something you got to deal with in America.
Some of them got game, though, too.
You said what?
Some of them homeless guys got game.
Yeah, or they used to be the man and shit. It was a story one time. This white guy, he was homeless, but he must have been very attractive. They said he was running through the bitches, and they said he didn't want to change his circumstance. He was cool. He probably had a problem. He was cool with being homeless. All the women wanted to fuck with him. If every woman wanted to fuck with you, you could have easily goddamn went from homeless to living with somebody.
You said Buddy probably had a problem.
Yeah, he gotta have a problem, bro. You got all these bitches wanting you, and you still want to be homeless? The fuck? I would have took the woman that really liked. I ain't gonna say the best looking. The best looking ain't always good. If every bitch want to fuck with me and I'm homeless, I would have took the chick that I felt would treat me the best. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be homeless no more. Take care of me. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? But he chose to be homeless over goddamn with somebody. So gotta have some problems.
Yeah. You said that the dude you were studying, his name is Supreme something?
Player Supreme. Now a lot of his I can send you a link to him if you hit me up on my one of my videos. Only thing about it, a lot of his videos got taken away and shit, or not taken away. I can't find them, but he was really nice about his shit though. Only thing about it is just like when you look at his video, it's hard to find where to start at because he coached a lot of guys like you, younger guys. So
Mhm.
I mean, he had a whole lot of footage. When I got ready to start watching him, because my homeboy put me on him, he had a heart attack and shit, and he died. But I
Damn.
mean, he had a lot of shit, man. I mean, he knew his shit. Like he was more of a dating coach. He had got old. He was just telling the game, you know what I'm saying? He gave his opinion. And he would teach people eye contact. He would tell people like, stop being jacking off at home, stop watching these goddamn porn, stop being on internet. He was like, it's okay. He had got to the point he had started teaching people how to get on dating sites and get bitches. He disagreed with it because his game was night game. He believed in going to clubs and bars to pick up women. That was his game. That's how he picked up women.
Yeah, man,
But
Corey.
you said
Yeah,
what?
Corey. When I be going to these bars and stuff, they be coming up to me, man. The women, they be coming up to me. But it's like sometimes it'll be a 7 or an 8. That's like rare, and I want to increase that because usually the 4s and 3s come and like try to ask me for my number and whatnot.
Yeah, that's cool. What's up, Throne 2010?
It was good, man.
But I mean, that's cool too, though. But the thing about Player Supreme, though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think he can teach a lot of shit. His video, I wish I had all his shit, though, man. I wish I had all. I bought one of his books. His books is good too, though. You know what I'm saying? He said he taught his son how to do the game. He said his son got locked up, he got out. He said he taught his son the game. He said his son started a business off of women. He said his son game was so strong, he had women start him a fucking business.
Damn,
I was
imagine.
like, I don't know what the fuck you taught your son, but
The
that's some
fuck?
powerful shit. But he stopped talking about it because he didn't want to expose his son.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, of course.
but I mean, that was crazy. You taught your son that shit, and then he started fucking getting women. Pretty much everybody win because he wasn't trying to use the women. They started a business for him, so that means that they was getting money too. So it's like that's powerful though. Like how many people really can do that shit though? But I think with anything though, you know what I'm saying, Player Supreme was cheap. Like my homeboy was telling me about somebody dating coach charging $10,000 a month to goddamn take courses.
What?
That is expensive.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking month. And the shit working, Player Supreme would never charge you no goddamn $10,000 a month.
That's insane, man.
That's
They
insane.
scamming people.
I have to be desperate as hell to pay you $10,000 to teach me some goddamn game because that shit might not work. I mean, teach his own though. Teach his own. But I heard people say like Coach EO, he know his shit. He pretty good. He got a different mentality. He charging $10,000 a month. You know, goddamn Mr. Lucario charging motherfucking money. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, I listen. I've been listening to Rom for like a few years now.
You said
he preaches like physicality with women, and when I tell you it works, because everybody like how you said earlier, everybody has their own niche, you know, their own what interests them as far as appealing to the opposite sex. And, you know, us as guys, we whether it be eye contact, choosing signals, knowing how to talk to women, our bodies, the way we dress, confidence, etc., money, which is the terrible route. Money, that shit not gonna work out. Everybody has their own their thing. You know what I'm saying? So
they do, and I think a lot of guys can accept that. Goddamn, maybe you just can't get no bad bitches. Everybody want a bad bitch though. What if you can't pull them? You either gonna have to fix yourself or accept that I can't pull them. I'm pretty sure. I think any man can get a bad looking woman, but it's up to your opinion. I might pull a woman that you and Throne 2010 might be like, this bitch ugly. As long as I think she look good, it's cool.
yeah,
I think every man can pull a nice looking woman, but it's up to what you think. And I think it's all about bettering yourself too. It's been times like I did it was kind of like an experiment. I hollered at a bunch of women, and I'm not trying to knock these women because I'm not a basher of women or nothing like that. It's been women with their guts hanging down to the bottom. You know, that's not my type. That's kind of like disgusting.
Ooh, ew.
That's disgusting. In my opinion, I'm sorry to say that's disgusting, but you shouldn't be having no belly hanging down to your knees.
Oh, no, ladies, it is disgusting, ladies. It is.
And women still was turning me down. And I tried to teach these dudes a lesson because they were saying that these women is easy to pull. No, they're not. Just because the bitch got a belly hanging down to her knees, she might be married. Somebody want to be with her, or she might not like you. Think this white woman with her belly hanging down to her knees might not like black men. So at the end of the day, just because she big as hell don't mean she wants you. And I got turned down by a whole lot of women that was very, very big or they weren't attractive to me. It just they don't mean they want you. And I think Some of these guys need to get out here and holler at anything, and you will see, oh, okay, damn, she really don't like me. You know what I'm saying? If you, and then they say stuff like, if you can't pull her, and that's kind of true. If you ain't pulling these goddamn overweight women, you probably can't pull no bad ones either.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is what it is. You'd be surprised. Go up, like one time I was in the club with my homeboy. Women was rejecting us left and right. Practically me, because I was doing the most hollering. That's even before, that was way before this channel. So me and my homeboy was like, oh man, let's go up to the big women too and see what they say. Every time I was going to a big woman, they was dissing my ass. They were like, nah, I got a man. And I think they had programmed their mind when they got there. Let's tell all the men I got somebody. Your ass know you ain't got no goddamn man. How the fuck you telling me that shit though? You stupid as hell. And then I start understanding these women better because I hollered this woman one day from Fayetteville. And when I hollered at her, she told me, is this a joke? And I said, a joke? I said, why would I be hollering at you for a fucking joke for? And I think that comes with maybe low self-esteem a little bit. And she might have been putting me on a pedestal like, I can't believe you would come up to me. And I got to understand that some women might feel that way. Every woman not going to feel that way, but some women might look at you and look at Dirtbag, whoever his name is, and say, shit, this motherfucker is above me.
Yeah,
so
out of my league.
Sometimes. So if they shocked, they might turn you down just because they like, oh man, he don't really want to be with me. The woman was shocked. And I'm like, bro, she thought it was a fucking prank. So that means I don't like how, I mean, I was shocked. Like, why would I be pranking, hollering at you? What the fuck is wrong with you? But you never know though. It might have been God. Like I had one woman who was older. She was like 40-some years old. Talking about guys come up to her and get her number and never call her back. So it's guys out here playing fucking games with women. They fuck up the game for us. So it is what it is. So
my computer's messing up.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I'm pretty sure it's women out here who might goddamn look at you and say, damn, I can't believe you coming up to me. And I mean, some of these women be so shocked that a man actually finally hollered at them. Some of these women ain't had no man holler at them in years. Because they married, ain't nobody talking to them and shit. So they be excited just to have somebody come up to them. But it's guys out here that think, I'm telling you, it's guys out here that can't pull these fat bitches. Because they might not. It is what it is, though. You think these fat bitches gonna give you that number because they fat? Get the fuck out of here. They fat, you think they supposed to give you the number. Go up, I'm telling you, test out the experiment. Go up to a bunch of fat women and see what they tell your ass. You're gonna be shocked at how many of them turn your ass. You're gonna be like shocked. And it's gonna humble you though. What was you about to say, Dirtbag?
What was that?
Oh, and then
yeah, what was y'all about to say? Like I'm telling you, man, go up to a bunch of these overweight women and women ain't attracting and see. It's gonna make you realize.
I was just saying, Rip came up.
Oh yeah, what's up, Rip? I mean, it'll humble you a little bit though.
But it meant also work.
What was you about to say to me?
Wouldn't that also work in his favor though if more trying to see you like talk?
You going in and out, bro.
Damn, what's the beat? Oh shit. Hold on.
Okay, that sounds better now.
Hey, we're gonna have to get a debate going on one of these topics one day.
Yeah, we gotta
spice some shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't all gonna agree on everything. So.
No, that's cool though. That's always cool to not agree on it. I mean, like right now, I feel like if more guys would, you don't gotta go. I mean, some guys believe you should holler at just bad bitches, which I think you should holler at what you're attracted to. But I think some of these guys need to come to realization that just because a bitch fucking ain't look crappy, don't mean she gonna fuck with you. Some of these guys think crappy bitches gonna fuck with you. No, they're not.
They got standards too, right?
Right, and they like who they like. What if this bitch don't like black men? She ain't gonna fuck with you. She don't give a fuck how fat she is. How much? I mean, I holler at a chick with a belly hanging down to her knee. She still tell me no. I was laughing, but I was like, shit, it's realistic. But some of these guys don't think these women have standards. They think, oh, she big, fat, and sloppy. She ain't gonna fuck with me.
Cause little do they know, shit, they got some damn nice looking dudes fucking.
Exactly. I was cool with a chick. I ain't gonna say her name. She was fucking had a belly hanging down, and all the goddamn niggas was fat. Damn. I mean, she was showing us pictures of niggas that she was like, damn.
Hey, clearly there's some low value niggas, but
yeah, that's some low value niggas. But them bitches don't know the difference. She gonna look at the low value niggas and compare them to you, talking about why you don't want to fuck. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why these dudes are fucking you.
Bottom of the shoe type niggas.
And I mean, it's no not to her. I had to give her the pimps. I had to put on her shirt like, bitch, you a pimp. You ain't fucking these niggas. These niggas lame as hell. And I'm not trying to insult this woman. I was just like, and think about it. Women get confused because she fucking niggas that look like you. Now she thinking like, why you don't want to fuck? You gay? I'm like, nah, I'm just a shot these niggas fucking you. And when that liquor get in that system, I seen it though. I don't want like dirtbag call them low value niggas. I don't want to call these niggas low value because these niggas had different standards when they were sober. When that liquor got in that system, I seen these niggas like trying to fuck and shit. I said, hold up, nigga, you know you don't want that bitch when you sober. It's all about.
I don't see no. I don't really see no niggas that got a lot going for themselves doing no shit like that.
No,
be honest.
You're right.
Not in public. Them niggas ain't doing that shit in public. I ain't bringing that bitch to the no damn movie. I mean, it's gonna be on a late night tip. You up? It's 11 o'clock. Yada yada yada. That's a whole other story. You might catch me. You have to catch me going into that.
This was late night though. This was at my crib late night, but it started getting out there to the bitch. I mean, we went to McDonald's and bitches like, I heard y'all got the big bitches over there. I was like, my cousin was bringing the chicks over there. Niggas was ready. I mean, I was seeing niggas that like one of my homeboys, he could get women. Low value or not, he had the potential to get a bad looking woman. And he was there begging this big bitch for ass and shit. Like, man, you look lame as hell, my nigga. Like, right
well,
now,
the niggas thinks they're getting over on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think that they're getting something over on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes think that just because they're able to get some pussy, that means I won. And so, you know, if you're that way. But you know what? Every once in a while, I fucked some big ass bitches before. You know, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in the drought, when I was in the drought, I stopped. It ain't like I'm gonna marry this bitch. Like, that's when I started looking at the niggas weird. They get a relationship and they start marrying these fat ass hoes. I'm like, I get it. Recreation use only.
But I'm gonna tell you something else too. I seen these niggas, like, I had two homeboys. They fuck anything. I seen my cousin, he was on the same shit. But one night I seen him looking like, I don't really want to fuck this bitch. And he started making fat jokes. I'm like, oh, okay, so your true colors coming out. You don't want to really fuck these bitches. You just doing this shit because you can't be no better. So really, these niggas can't do no better, man. That's all it is.
Bro, that's so funny.
I can't get no better today. Let me put this way. When that thirst hits you,
yeah, you might you can slide around, you know what I'm saying? But the worst part, man, when you see the motherfuckers out in public, you're like, God damn.
Yeah, that's how I know. You taking it to the damn comedy show. I'm like, nigga.
And it might sound like we insulting them though. I don't know, man. Like when I see
it's just the truth,
belly hanging to the knees is disgusting. Man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to fuck that bad. I go jack off or something.
But some dudes really like that shit. I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't believe it for a long time, then I was like, yeah. But they get over that shit over a while. Like, you adapt to your surroundings. Like, dudes will be like, oh, I like big women. I'm like, yeah. Once that check hit, suddenly that wife wasn't as good as it was.
So let me ask y'all a question though. How y'all feel about if y'all gotta lift her belly up? I'm like, some big women are sexy, but I gotta lift your belly up. That's disgusting.
You know, so it depends on the guy. Some dudes into it.
Yeah,
hell
and
no.
I'm not knocking them though. I mean, but chewing, I don't think. I thought somebody said one time like these dudes don't like them type of women. They just sell them. They just sell them.
Well, you know what they doing. You know what it is. Like I said, after that check hit, what they real tight is after the check hit. That changes everything. That bitch cough wrong around you. You're like, I can't do this no more. That bitch coughed the wrong way. You 300 pounds, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Right. I'll take a skinny bitch that's ugly with a nice body because at least she ain't got to lift her belly up. I'm like, I'm cool with you. You're not pretty, but you got a nice ass body.
Turn around the opposite way.
Right. If the bitch got a nice body, I can deal with that. Now, what if y'all had a pretty bitch that had a big belly, man? Y'all cool with that? She pretty as hell, but that belly big as fuck.
No, sir.
There's a lot of pretty big chicks out here.
That shit.
There's a lot of pretty obese chicks out here.
I just wonder sometimes, do y'all think they start promoting, let's say if they reverse the game, and I know some now that big women are starting to get promoted on the Instagram, what if they start bringing out these models and they start pushing big women with big bellies? That might change.
They've been doing it.
Yeah, they pushing it on women.
Look at the runway shit in Miami.
They push it on women. Niggas don't know the names of these chicks. They just know these big ass chicks that be online. You know what I'm saying? The only reason we even know most of them, shit, Lizzo's ass Some people feel like she pretty in the face, but like, I mean, what the fuck?
You ain't gonna see them on no box. I ain't never seen no big heavyweight on no goddamn box or goddamn perms and shit. Like you ain't gonna see them on the perm boxes and shit like
they
that.
put her on the cover, girl.
Yeah.
L'Oreal.
Lizzo looked it better when she was small. I don't know, man. When she changed to that raggedy ass ratchet shit, she fucked up. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I respect the man who know what they want and what they want, though. But you just gotta be able to pull it, though. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel right now ain't gotta be no 300-pound woman, but I mean, it is what it is.
That's why I don't believe it, because like she got a nigga right now, and I'm like, that nigga would not be there if she ain't had no M's. Niggas were in searches for her before them M's came.
And then you say them low value niggas, some of them want food because I know that chick I was cool with, she had goddamn over $1,000 in food stamps, so niggas gotta eat. Niggas hungry.
Yeah, man, they ain't fucking food stamps. They definitely the bottom of the barrel.
Hey, you be surprised. She got over $1,000 food stamps. Niggas is coming out of jail. Niggas coming from
Niggas will come just for the food. Shit, I've been food fished before. You let that food hit you one time, and you be like, well, you know, she ain't that ugly. I mean, I can figure something out. I just hit it from the back.
With some big chicks, they actually, I'm talking about like they really attractive. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta have a shape on them. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have a nice shape.
What's the worst shape for y'all? What's the worst shape like you can't accept it? What's the best big shape?
I mean, you know, the worst shapes like them SpongeBob SquarePants type shit.
Like Miss Puff Body? Yeah.
Or I mean, it's hard to say though. I be seeing some skinny chicks with some weird body. I be like, damn, your body.
That bitch off 90 Day Fiance.
Damn.
That's probably the worst.
We definitely being rude right now, but we being honest though. Like women don't want to hear the truth. I hear Drake saying a song, once you start telling the truth, you must be catching feelings. Women don't want to hear the truth. Like, I mean, do you want me to tell you your body look fucked up? Like, I'm not gonna tell no woman directly.
Well, this dude told me, this dude told her he was like she liked the dude, and she, you know, she wanted to. Dude told her straight up, man, like I ain't feeling with you ain't keeping your body in shape. She said she appreciated it because he kept it real. Like, real. You know.
I remember my nephew was on a dating app. He put up there, a lot of big women were hollering at him for some reason. You know, he was in shape playing basketball, so he gonna put on there no fat bitches. I said, hold up, bro, you can't do that. The other women gonna get offended, bro. I said,
even the skinny ones gonna get offended.
Yeah, you can't put no crazy shit like that. He didn't know no better. I said, man, you ain't gonna get no bitches like that, bro.
No, but
if you don't want them, just ignore them.
Yeah,
the sisterhood will come for you, my nigga. The sisterhood will come for you because they are sisters. Because they feel like if I get big, what's gonna happen to me?
Exactly. That's fucked
niggas
up.
be like,
they'll band together for them.
Niggas be like, that nigga broke.
Yeah, they'll band
we
together for themselves, man.
That's fucked up that you can't tell this bitch she fat without everybody else getting mad. Skinny bitches get offended. Like, oh look, fuck, I ain't talking about you.
Right.
But I get it though. I
don't get offended because the nigga says, oh, like dark skinned niggas is better. I'm not like, oh, okay.
Right. Just like if you say you ain't gonna take a bitch with kids, a bitch without kids might get offended too, because she thinking like, if I get kids one day, no man gonna want me.
Exactly. Nobody gonna come and save me.
Weird. Women are weird as fuck though.
Some of them the other opposite way.
It's better just not to judge than to hold that shit in and pretend. I think pretending.
Exactly. Get what you need out of it. Like you were saying last time, like you was like, look, I just let her talk and you figure it out from there. Just let them talk.
Yeah. And sometimes, sometimes you can't help it, but I just be like, bitch, like, okay, I'm not gonna be with you any fucking way. But
yeah, that don't usually come till after you hit. That's why women are like, he totally changed after we had sex. Because niggas like, pussy ain't that good. All right, let me let you know. Let me tell you about yourself, bitch. That's how niggas be.
And it made me question some of these bitches' IQ level because they fall for anything. And it's like, okay, y'all say y'all smarter than us, but y'all fall for some silly shit. I don't know, man.
They know the game. They just don't want to believe the game.
Yeah, they put their emotions over their intelligence a lot of the time.
Yeah. If I like him, what he said was funny, even if he's not really that funny.
This is like I'm sorry, but it's like some of the women that came on the show, like they get offended and shit when you say something that's truthful and shit, or you be like, women make bad decisions in America at young age. They get offended by this shit, but you are an example of what we're talking about.
Right.
You don't want to hear this shit though. You know what I'm saying?
I think if we're being straightforward, if we're being straightforward and honest, it saves us as men a lot of time. We won't be wasting our time because if we're lying, we're just gonna be wasting our time.
Right.
Because they like with what we want, you know. So,
but you know what? Men lie all the time though. They tell these bitches they pretty with their weave in their head, and they really don't think they pretty. They just want to fuck. Like I mean, nigga, bitch walking around here with a blonde weave. You think this shit trash? You like, man, you look beautiful. I want to fuck. You just want to fuck. You think that bitch?
I understand why the guys don't tell them the truth, but I respect the dudes that do tell them the truth, though.
Right. I mean, I think you take a like I was cool with a chick. She had blonde hair in her head. She said, "How you think I look?" I said, "I'm gonna be honest, man. That shit look crazy." But I said, "Dudes," I told her the truth. We were cool. Though. I could tell her that, and I was like, "Dudes gonna tell you they look good because they want to fuck." I mean, let's be honest, man. That shit look crazy. She was walking around with blonde hair in her fucking head. It didn't match her, and I was just like, "Man, these niggas gonna say whatever just to fuck." You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand that. But you're not gonna tell a chick you don't know no shit like that. Because it's gonna backfire.
Yeah, but sometimes they like the opposite. Like if you're just being honest, like she say, "Does my hair look good?" and you just say it looks alright. She'll be like, "Damn." Usually guys say my hair looks nice, whoop de whoop, this and that. But I just learned to be. I'm gonna just start being straightforward, and honest. Like I'm just here for this.
Nah,
nigga. A relationship.
Nah, nigga, these hoes. No, now that part that's true. Now that's good. But I mean, you can't go up to a bitch and be like, "Damn, your blonde hair is fucking me up." But hey, what you doing Friday? It don't work like that, man. You can't be like that straight up.
Yeah, if you ain't cool with it, be careful.
That's what I say. Niggas ain't gonna tell the truth after they fuck. Niggas gonna tell the truth after they fuck. After they fuck, niggas will tell you the truth. Maybe you shouldn't really wear that.
Because they born already. They know they're gonna fuck. They know they're gonna fuck again.
Unless she putting you on a pedestal from the start.
Yeah, that's different.
I'll defend her. If she is Gok 5,000 and like, you know, it's just like, damn, I got trapped. I had that one time. She wasn't the prettiest girl in the world, but Lord Jesus. I was there a little too long, but my God, my nigga. And it was like, well, I guess.
After you fuck the bitch though, the value go down to me because it's like, okay, I fucked her now. Is it that good or is it that best? Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be a bitch you really want to fuck. Once you start fucking her, that's why motherfuckers start being real more. Like,
I couldn't be real because the Gok was too good. I couldn't be real. I couldn't tell her no truth. I was like, "You beautiful, baby. You beautiful.
Yeah.
You look great with my dick in your mouth." That's what you look good
with. This chick one time, she kept asking me to rate her and shit. Like, I was fucking with this chick. She was like, how do I look from a 1 to 10? I was like, bitch, what the fuck you asking me these crazy ass questions? So I said a 7. Oh, you don't think I'm that pretty? I like, bitch, if a 7 ain't good enough, I don't know what the fuck you goddamn say. She wanted like, what the fuck you want me to say? And that's when they start trying to control.
She want you to say 10, my nigga. That's a setup. That's a layup. They just want the oop. They just want the oop, my nigga.
And I was like, bitch, stop asking me these crazy questions, though. Pretty much, I would say don't answer those questions. Be like, man, why you asking me these crazy ass fucking questions for?
Nah, I tell them 10 right up until I smash. Then afterwards, I'm like, you a 3 on a hard day, bitch.
It's crazy though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get some women on the show though. Women do be.
That's why they call niggas. That's why they call niggas bitter, because they're like, well, I started treating him like they really do think they started treating a nigga a certain way. Man, I was answering texts and everything from that girl that wasn't so cute, but was giving me the Gok. I mean, it was on site and it was great. And I was trapped in that shit for at least 2 months. I was over there when I said every day.
And I was over there. She thought you wanted to be with her ass, probably.
Man, I was like, look, I'm gonna keep her on the side and keep dating. But damn, I was like, whew, I got trapped into that. That was
so yeah, maybe not the truth as far as physical appearance when you're talking to this other woman, but as far as your intentions, wouldn't y'all believe that telling the truth off bat will save a man a lot of time?
Depends on, in my opinion. I mean, everybody might.
How far you gonna go? How far you gonna go with that, nigga? I'm trying to fuck tonight. I ain't gonna call you tomorrow. Don't be asking me for shit. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. Tell a bitch that.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit gonna go. It might
work. Say, I don't know. Niggas say, I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go.
Somebody to do that shit, because then if they goddamn get rejected, then they gonna be like, Papa Pip, no, I ain't tell you no shit like that. I wouldn't go to women and say I just want to fuck. But I do believe in being honest, though. But I think up front at first, I think, you got to watch out for that honesty shit up front. I think, to me, my game, for what works for me, I'm not gonna be honest if I'm just trying to get to know who you are and what you like and what you want. And then as we go evolve, I'm not gonna tell you anything that's gonna make you think like, oh, bitch. I'm not gonna tell the bitch I love her. Because if I don't love you, I'm not gonna say. Because I know dudes used to use that as a weapon. I'm not gonna say no crazy shit that's gonna make the bitch think like, "Oh, you said you love me." No, I did not. No, I didn't. But I do believe in honesty, though. But if it don't, it ain't gonna work for everybody.
It's also how you say it, like you were saying, like when I mean how you say it, not like the verbs that you use, but like, you could describe what you want your wife to be. Like, don't mean it's that bitch.
I gotta go, y'all.
You can say, hey, you know what? When I get married, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, all that kind of shit. But like, it don't mean I want to marry you, bitch.
True.
See what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes, are saying stuff, but if you say it to her, that's why women hear that stuff. They'll put two and two together. You put the breadcrumbs there, they'll put two and two together. He said he wanted to get married, and he dating me. So that means he want to marry me. And it's like, no, bitch, that's not what I said. I said I want to get married, and I'm fucking you. And this is how I'm gonna treat my wife when I get married. You ain't my wife. We ain't getting married. I was just talking.
And think about it, how many of them end up being single mothers behind shit like that. And then he's like, hold up now, whose fault is that? Yours or the man? I think it's your fault for being stupid.
Yeah, we were having fun, then you got pregnant. That's what niggas feel. We were having fun, and you got pregnant. You got pregnant. Not I impregnated you. You got pregnant. Exactly. You fucked up and got pregnant. That's how niggas feel. And it's like, I was supposed to get married. Yeah, I wanted to get married. Niggas want to get married. Problem is, not to you. That wasn't the goal. You were supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like the G League. I was supposed to get out.
Some of these Pookie Ray Rays don't want to be with these bitches. I think they just be fucking. They don't got shit. Some of these Pookie Rays don't want to be with these bitches, man. They just be fucking around.
I mean, look at what's his name, Lil Durk, baby mama. As soon as his ass got on, he was done. He hit that bitch like a mug. That white girl.
Right.
He hit that bitch. Look her up. Tell me what you think.
I'm gonna look up. I do agree with you though. If a lot of men had it from the jump, some of them wouldn't choose some of these women they've been with, and some of them might though. You know what I'm saying? This depends on what your game is about, but a lot of these women wouldn't have a chance with some of these guys. Y'all know the dude with the thick ass neck. I think he went training one time. His baby mom was on Kendra G show complaining about he don't want it no more. I mean, motherfucker blew up. He probably didn't want your ass anyway. I mean, they fit each other until he blew up. I mean,
and she wouldn't. I mean, and not like he left some. She wouldn't necessarily like. She wasn't the baddest bitch. Let's be that way. I saw that video.
She fit him at first. It's just that he blew up, and now this motherfucker got a fucking famous motherfucker. It is what it is, though. If he fall off, he going back. She best. I mean, let's stay around and wait for him to fall off.
I don't even know what he does. How does he make money? Instagram?
I guess I don't know what he's doing right now. I just know he was damn viral as hell one time. Everybody was talking about why his neck looked like that, but she said he was fucking a lot of bitches, which I'm pretty sure bitches were fucking him because he was a freak show. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, other women. Yeah, she probably loved him for him. I'll give you that. She probably loved him.
Back to it. He got kids by, but she just gotta accept the fact he gonna be cheating and shit. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, though. I mean, women goddamn leave men too. So my thing is about women. They don't got no problem leaving a man for something better, but when a man do it, it's wrong. Like, women will leave you for more money, a better looking guy. But when you leave them for something better, that they try to say like you did them wrong. Like, nah, I mean, it's this part of the game. Everybody gets shitted on, I think. Like, can people handle getting shitted on though? Who y'all think handle getting shitted on the best, women or men? Who y'all think can handle that shit the best?
I don't know. I guess dudes.
Probably so.
I think dudes can handle it the best.
I think they can too. That's why, like, I'm trying to get some damn women to come on here. Though. I gotta get some goddamn arguments. Like, it's good with the dudes too, though. I haven't been asking women to come on the show lately, though. I need to get some women on here and start some arguments. I just gotta get these women to come for these controversial I might have to trick these bitches and get them to come on the show, and then goddamn, you know how like you had a main topic, something else, but then after we talk about the main topic, let's get into the dirt. And that's how I can get some of these women to come on the show, because they scared of these controversial conversation. Because I seen women talking about how like I be seeing women on these other podcasts talking some wild ass shit. And I'll be like, man, if I can get some of these bitches to come on the show, they be talking wild as fuck. Like women's perspective of dating is just so motherfucking different from ours. And then I'll be like, yo, this why y'all bitches always getting fucking played the fuck out of. Like, I don't think they understand the game. And we know that, like, I don't think they're not just not as advanced as we are. Like, we just know more than they do. But man, you might have came on here at a bad time. It's starting to slow down and shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm like, I was eating too, like dude was who was on here a minute ago.
Yeah. Come in on.
But no, I was just saying, like, back to your topic. I wasn't here for it, so I was getting food. But what are you saying about the price of pussy has gone up?
I forgot to even show the video when the meat came up. This dude was talking about he was saying that the price of ass is going up overseas, and he was talking about, like, you know, blaming folks for it. And I was, in my opinion, I'm like, bro, everything going up right now, so it is what it is.
Right.
I mean, I should have showed the video, but when the meat came up here, I forgot about the shit. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, let's say that I don't know what the price of ass was. It's like, let's say it's $10 of ass over there. If you go up to 25, is that high? That's still cheap as fuck. $25 not much.
$25 today is cheap for a date.
Or if you go up to 50, I mean, it's niggas over here in America paying way more money for ass. I mean, I hope that goddamn old boy didn't pay $500,000 to fuck with that bitch he was fucking with, Spice. I'm just like, damn, like that's just. But everybody don't got $500,000 to pay on a bitch. But I'm pretty sure if you talk to every celebrity, they done paid prices that you wouldn't believe. And just like the bitches that came on my show said, dudes be taking them out on $500 dates and shit. So I mean, it is what it is. If we got the money, do it. I ain't taking no bitch on no $500 date or $300 date. But at the same time, though, I feel like if that's what you do and that's what you like to do, cool. I just want to know how many of these men are bold enough to go on.
I ain't taking nobody on no $500 date.
Let's just say you go on a date. I want to know how many of these men are bold enough to go on a date with a bitch and buy yourself something expensive. Be like, bitch, but you can't get that type of shit. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, $500. I think that's too much for a date. But I mean, it is. But if you can afford it, I'm pretty sure everybody can afford a $500 date. But why? It ain't that much money. I mean, it's that much money. It ain't that much money. I'm just like, why would I spend that kind of money on you to go on a date? But it is what it is, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man. I'm hoping, old boy. I want to know. I like to talk. I wanted that Jordan. I wanted that old boy spend $500,000 on a date.
You said how much? 500.
500,000. You know.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, God damn, nigga, you really did that shit. What the fuck? Yeah, is that shit true or this is a rumor?
If it's true, I see why Draymond punched him.
Yeah, Draymond need to punch that motherfucker again. But I seen Ice Spice. Ice Spice got a nice body, but goddamn, Jordan Poole, you supposed to be the fucking man. You in the NBA. Like, fuck Ice Spice or whatever her name is. I seen her. She ain't no bad looking chick. She young. She got a nice ass. And that bitch ain't like that.
Is it fake?
It's fake, yo. I don't care if it's real. She ain't worth no $500,000. Like, what kind of date did y'all go on that consists of $500,000? What y'all do? I don't even think going to another country gonna cost that much money. What the fuck did y'all motherfuckers do that cost $500,000?
Nigga, you could do anything in this world for under $10K.
Damn, this shit was crazy. Pretty much, he paid this bitch to fuck if he did that shit.
Shit, you can go to Switzerland first class for less than 10.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's nowhere you can't go for less than 10K.
Meet Parker said it's real, but she ain't worth it. Damn, I gotta look into that shit some more. That shit real, goddamn. Jordan Poole, goddamn. I think he took the goddamn whoever was the king simp. He took that shit from him. He took that number one spot with a goddamn authority. Because I don't think James Harden was doing no shit like that. Damn.
Either they already together or it's bullshit. I highly doubt 500K left that nigga's bank account. They probably added a zero. I give you 50.
I'm thinking like, goddamn, Jordan Poole, you fucking. I mean, like, nigga, I wouldn't even respect my brother if he did.
And at that age, but here's the thing though. Like, honestly, she's at the beginning of her career. Like, I highly doubt she even give a fuck. I highly doubt she really cares about even 50. Excuse me, even 50 grand. I don't even think she's like, yeah, 50 grand. I'm gonna go out with this nigga for no reason.
Right, right.
I don't
No,
think
yeah.
you could buy her time. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like 50K is gonna change her shit that much. I don't
But
think it's gonna change her shit that much to where she's like a regular chick. Yeah, you could shit for $1,000. Most girls will bust it open. Trust me. so you know, for a $300 date, but for free, bitches is fucking open. So like, I don't know, 50K. I don't think even if it's 500K, I just don't think it's going to change her perception of you at all.
She using your ass for
She would have
500.
fucked you. She would have fucked you anyway. Let's put it that way.
So Jordan Poole just want to give somebody some money. That shit true. I don't think that shit true. I can't see.
I really doubt it. I really doubt it. I think because where did it come from? Where did that come from? Because it wasn't from Jordan. Jordan ain't tell nobody that. She ain't tell nobody that.
No.
So unless she was walking behind them counting up the fucking receipts, how do you know? Because 500K get you 2 Maybachs. Think about this. Think about how much money that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So there's no way a nigga spending 500K.
No, for no. I mean, it's no date worth that. What did y'all think about what's his name? Old boy.
man, Campbell said he spent what 13,000 or something like that.
Yeah, he a lame.
And he the type to spend that shit. Here's the difference. He's the type to spend that shit too. So I believe his ass. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, he lame.
He's the type to over exaggerate it too. So I doubt, you know what I mean? Baby Kevin the type to tell you it was 13K, be $1,300. You know what I'm saying? Like, Baby Kevin is a lot of smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? He get on there. He's one of them niggas who make money from telling niggas how to make money. Like, that's his thing.
What's that dude to be on the show with what's his name? Wando? I can't think of his name.
Yeah. All them dudes, the Wallow, the niggas on
Wallow, motherfucker, boy. He was talking about taking a bitch somewhere, letting a shopping spree on his ass.
I'm telling you, my dude, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, like he's saying this shit, and he what is he doing getting people that kind of advice? He married.
Yeah, and he just got out of prison. So he was in prison for 20 years.
Yeah, he's in prison. He ain't got no experience out here. He probably bit off more he could chew. And the issue is if his shit didn't blow up, if that podcast didn't blow up, his ass would have been stuck.
Wallow out here talking about giving the bitch the car, letting her do what it wants. I said, damn. Stop it, bro.
No, my wife, sure. But a bitch on the street, you ain't
go crazy.
Yeah, go crazy.
Go crazy.
What y'all think about
women? You know, here's the other thing too. It can't be no young bitch either. Because I need a girl who already been working a little while, so she know the value of $1. That's one reason I can't date too young, because they really don't appreciate shit. When you're 21, 22, you ain't been out here working and grinding. You don't know what an 80-hour week look like. Bitch, you ain't got no idea how long it took to make that much money. And you don't know the real reality of that shit. That's why you should be cleaning up with 35 and up women. You really should be easier. You know what I'm saying? Because you can sell them bitches dreams, my nigga. Because they tired of working. They've been working for 15 years. They tired of working, my nigga. And so you sell them bitches dreams. That's where I live in. That's
only problem is some of them just so already hit the wall about to hit.
True.
Oh yeah, the issue is that you got to find a bad one. So there's fewer of them because it's like, you know, once your girl hits, black women, they do great, but once they hit, even black women, once they hit, I can tell a 35-year-old black woman. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm saying that even their face still look good. Their body, man, start falling off.
It really falls. Especially no kids, especially like the type no kids, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can usually finagle them though. I can usually get them because the whole thing is like the whole issue is they still want that fairy tale ending because like what's she gonna do? And like retirement coming, I'm not saying quickly, but like if you ain't got a mill by 50, it's gonna be real hard to retire in 2045.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be real hard to get out of this game in 30 years, 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be real hard. You're gonna be 55, still talking about what you can do.
But think about it though. What y'all think about Soulja Boy?
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm saying, what y'all think about that Soulja Boy shit? Them people say they choose food stamps over him. That shit was wild as fuck right there.
Yeah, I choose food stamps too. I saw that shit and I was like, yeah. For what he's offering, it was a dinner, wasn't it?
Yeah, hey, if Soulja Boy had been at the top of his game, it'd probably be a different story.
It'd be a different story. But he's still rich. The problem is that the money came from one thing. It ain't like the nigga make money from. He ain't like Jay-Z or something where he has like 5 different businesses. My nigga, like he does sell a little of this and a little of that, but like Soldier Snacks should have been a fucking thing.
Them bitches with this, even hood rest was like, I'll take them foods down. I'm like, God damn, Soulja Boy, the fuck.
I mean, what can Soulja Boy teach me? I'm trying to figure out what Soulja Boy can teach me.
I wish I would have thought of doing a street interview about some shit like that. Like, damn, he went viral off some bullshit like that.
And I remember when Soulja Boy first came out, man. Everybody was doing that Superman.
Yep.
I remember that, and he's still getting royalties off that bitch. So I mean, it ain't like he's broke. It's just he don't have nothing to teach me other than he's got to teach me because his time kind of passed. He got on that ringtone. His money came from the ringtone money, is what I was reading about. Basically, he was directly sending the ringtone, so he would $1 a piece. And he was getting lots of money off the ringtones and the song.
Now, be honest though, like how many people with personality? Internet, like social media have gave us the option to see his nigga personality. I didn't know Soulja Boy like that. I hear him talk now. I be like, man, this nigga sound lame as fuck when he be on them lives and shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't feeling.
Well, he was one of the first rappers on YouTube.
Yeah.
I won't listen to him. Like I listen to him now talking. I don't like his personality. Like I can see why people ain't feeling his ass. Like what the fuck are you talking
He's not a bad artist. None of that shit. It's just he got nothing to teach me. Like dinner, at least dinner with Jay-Z. He's been successful at other shit,
exactly.
And so I could see how he could like, okay, this is how you run business. But like, what business am I thinking? That SOD click shit that he was talking about, his soldiers on deck and all that shit. None of them niggas blew up.
And listen to how he talk on the lives talking about fuck niggas and shit. Jay-Z ain't doing no shit like that. Like nigga, you talking like he's 21 and shit, bro.
Exactly. The nigga ain't young no more either. That's the other thing. He act like he's still young, but the nigga 30-something years old, 33 years old.
And talking crazy as hell.
Him and Chris Brown are the same age, ain't they?
Yeah, and Chris Brown got more sense than him. His IQ is low.
Hey, I don't think too many people take him serious, man. With Charleston White, with Bear Sprayed him.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if Soulja Boy have a live right now, he be like, fuck y'all niggas, fuck boys. I was like, bro, that's all you know how to talk about? Talk about something else.
I'm telling you, Soulja Boy gonna be 33 this summer. He gonna be 33 in July. That's what it said. I just looked it up. I mean, the nigga is like act like he's 23. And so like that's the thing. That's what's keeping him out of there. Out of that discussion, because it's like I need somebody I can learn some shit from, and I can't learn nothing from you.
Right.
I'd rather sit down. I sit down with fucking Jonathan Majors before I sit down with your ass.
You can learn how to be ratchet from his ass.
Like, Jonathan Majors, man. Shit, white chick did him dirty, didn't she?
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him for a little bit, but she recanted that shit, didn't she?
Yeah, she said.
Why she said in the first place though?
Because she mad, women are. They getting them feelings. That's why I don't believe that shit when it first happened. You got to show me some videos and shit. Because people be saying
there need to be some charges behind that shit, bitch, lying on this man.
The same thing happened to the shit that just happened with the football player. What's his name? The announcer, ex-football Marvin.
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin, yeah. Michael Irvin, like same shit. Like the video came out and it's like, nah, that's not what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so people, he lost his deals behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Within 3 days.
When we gonna start?
He had to pay them the lawyers.
We gotta start penalizing these bitches, man. Like, when the fuck they gonna get some charges for this shit, lying and shit? Like, we can't charge them or something. They need to make a new law.
You can sue and shit.
Yeah, but you might not.
They ain't got no money. Here's the difference. They ain't got no money. You're gonna be trying to pull money out. They got most people in the United States got less than $1,000 in their bank account. Where you gonna pull money? You gonna garnish their wages? They ain't making no money anyway. Go get $8 a week. You gonna get bitch. You owe me my $8 every week.
In debt for the rest of their life and shit. Yeah.
Exactly. You owe me anywhere you go, anything you own. I'm gonna have a piece of it. I'm gonna put a lien on every fucking thing. That's what people do. That's what's going on with Tasha K and Cardi B. You see what I'm saying? Because Cardi B won that lawsuit. You know what I mean? But Tasha K got that kind of money. You know what I mean? So
she ain't broke either though. She just smart.
No, she ain't broke. But they gonna garnish her YouTube check. You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna do. And so it'll be some money, but it ain't gonna be no millions. It'll be like 10,000 a month or some shit like that.
Damn,
You know, it'll go out.
she fucked up, bro. She fucked up big time now.
That was bad because she picked I watched that whole case. She picked the shittiest lawyer who ain't got no experience in that shit either. That was the worst. She was terrible. If you read the TLA does a good job on that. The lead attorney, he did a good job on that one. And you read her what's the fuck the appeal. The appeal got thrown out because her ass didn't have nothing to appeal. She said you appealed the wrong shit. That's what he said. That's what the shit says from the judge. It's like you appealed the wrong shit.
Lead attorney, but she was talking shit about his ass, not to hire him.
That's what the whole funniest. That's a sad thing. Black women will cut their nose to spite their face, my nigga. I'm telling you.
Damn, you got to pay $10,000. You doing YouTube to pay this bitch? Damn.
That's what I'm about to say. Like every dollar you get from now on is gonna go to her because it's like restitution. Niggas got to do that shit too. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of dudes violate their probation because a lot of probation terms are restitution. So you got to pay that money back, whatever it is. You know, if let's say you stole $30,000, you got to pay the $30,000 back. They want their money. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay that money, they will put you back in jail. That's a part of your probation deal. So a lot of people don't really realize that. Like a lot of dudes think, "Oh, I'm out. I'm good. Like as long as I don't get in trouble." No, you gotta get a job, my nigga. You gonna be working.
They go back to me when I was talking to me on here. Bitch didn't do her homework. Tasha K act like she's so smart. She ain't doing homework. You fuck with somebody. I'm gonna tell you, what's that dude? I can't think of his name, but he be fucking with Kwame Brown. He had beef with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z tried to take him to court, and he won. I forgot that motherfucking name, but he be on Kwame Brown's show. I don't think Tasha K did her homework. That's why she lost. She ain't doing homework. She
didn't know. She didn't know the answer. The problem is like it's a clear cut thing. Like you got to have some proof before you say some shit like that.
Yeah.
And you didn't have nothing. It came out of nowhere. And there's nothing. There's not a victim. There's not a guy who comes up and is like, "Oh yeah, I got the herpes from her." Like nobody. There's nothing there. And then she took the test. The craziest part is Cardi B took the test and ain't got the shit. Now you really fucked up. That's like saying I'm suing this nigga because this is my baby. The nigga take the test, right? Y'all go through this whole thing and nigga take the test and it ain't his baby. You see what I'm saying? That's how bad it look.
I bet she be getting that African dude hell.
Oh, you know it. He should be getting her hell. You like, you stupid bitch. You fucked up shit like that.
Yeah, you fucked up my money too. Cause like you married, it ain't so.
Stupid bitch. I'd be mad as hell. I might smack my life inside the goddamn head.
I'm sure this is not a separately owned entity. I'm sure he's got a part to play in this. You know what I'm saying? So like his check getting fucked up too. Like, bitch.
There might be some nasty shit going on at home. It might be some real nasty shit going on at home.
Nothing make a nigga more mad than they bitch getting into some shit and they gotta come and fix it.
Oh.
Nothing worse than that shit. I've been in that situation. Bro. That's the worst situation being. Your bitch out of pocket. And you gotta come and try to fix some shit. That's the worst. Put a nigga that's I had that happen to me one time with a bitch out while I'm out. We were on a date. It was like our, I don't know, like 4th or 5th date, something like that. We were out and some nigga said some shit and then she pop off on the nigga, but it really wasn't that bad as shit. But anyway, she pop off on the nigga, expecting my ass to come over there. And I'm like, this nigga, like I gotta act off, you know, right? And if this nigga got a gun to pop me in the forehead, you know, I'm ass out. You know what I mean? I did that shit like a simp. I should have been like, bitch, you on your own.
Right. I agree. Sometimes I'd rather be the simp, like, bitch, you on your own.
You on your own. I'll get the Uber from here. Have a good night.
For her to even think she can do some shit like that is kind of got
she knew because I'm a big dude, like, so she knew, like, okay, like he gonna take up for me, and I'm like a protective dude, so she was counting on that. But I told myself that day, I said, unless you my wife, and even then I'm gonna drag your ass when we get back to this car. Don't you ever do some bullshit like that, or I'll be divorced you in a heartbeat.
Right.
So don't put my ass in there.
Right. No,
I'm gonna get my husband to beat you up. I'm gonna get my mans to beat you up. No, don't invite my ass over there.
That's a sorry bitch to do some shit like that, though.
I'm telling you, man. I said nah, and that's what's going on here. Like he's got to come and fix some shit that she put down with her. Like, right? He's like, I actually like Cardi B music, and she's like, nah, you gotta hate it now because that bitch suing us, not me. That bitch suing us.
And I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be shocking to me if like they got a divorce or something. I'm not saying that's gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas is
That
like,
bitch,
I'm
you
sure that
fucked
house is
up.
bumping. Every time a bill due, my ass would be like, see?
Man,
Every
wow.
single time that shit come out the check.
Hey, what y'all think about that just Pearly chick?
What about it?
That's
Oh,
what
you
y'all
didn't
think
see it?
about it.
I don't know. I gotta look up just.
Oh,
Pearly.
the internet is on fire from that shit, my nigga.
Just Pearly.
She was talking to a racist dude. He made some statements. She didn't deny the statements that he said, and then she said, basically, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, that the creator of Roots, it was a little bit fake, which he said it was. But then she said, then she said that he that slavery was overblown. That's what she said. She said it herself. That's the words that came out of her mouth as a white woman.
Okay, I see y'all talking.
A white woman telling us that black people overplay or overplay slavery. And I was like, it was more brutal than that shit. But you know, people don't really get it. Like white people really think the movies are like over the top. That couldn't be that way. Like, nah, you was property. Like people thinking about like Virginia. I'm like, Mississippi, your ass was property. Django probably did it the best.
Yep.
Django, that's how they treated niggas.
Yep,
like they was like
Kente, that shit was ruthless back then, boy.
Crazy. Yeah. No, that shit. That's just the way the shit was. You got pictures of the slaves that were freed afterwards, and their photos of their backs, of their missing a limb, cutting their eyes out, cutting their balls off.
I heard this chick from up north talking about y'all got a Bojangles. Y'all got a Bojangles. She said Bojangles was racist. I was like,
well, the character was Bojangles.
Yeah.
That's the whole, you know.
She tried to
Then
say that.
I get it.
Then he had furniture made out of slaves.
That's wild.
Slave furniture.
That's fucking wild as fuck right there. They were doing that damn the Willie Lynch love. I remember I used to study some of that shit, like the Willie Lynch love. That shit was evil as fuck.
They debating on whether that was actually real or fake. They don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why somebody back then would make a damn fictional like how to break your fucking slave book. It just doesn't seem like something somebody be like, oh, that's an interesting read.
I wonder who started it.
Shit, they already knew how to do it.
Right.
Like I wouldn't want to read that shit. Why would anybody want to read that shit if they weren't going to use it? It was a step-by-step guide into how to buck break, how to get the bitches to do what you need them to do, how to get the most work out of it.
Talking about turning the dark against the light, the man against the woman. That shit wild as hell. I don't know, man. I just think slavery was something evil. But you think about the Holocaust and all these Jews people, they got paid. They fucking running shit though.
That's what he was saying. That was a part of the video. That was a part of the thing she was saying. She was saying like the Holocaust because he was saying the Holocaust wasn't as bad as they made it out to because he's a white nationalist, so they don't believe it was as bad as they made out to. But then she was like, yeah, that's kind of like how black people feel about, or that's how people feel about slavery. Like, so I think it's just overblown.
Hey, white chick and foam the bag.
Yeah. If someone said that shit about the Holocaust, you see what they did with you see a nigga just put a movie up of the Holocaust and they put Kyrie under the jail. Like he couldn't play. Shit was there. He had an issue apology. All that shit. This woman's basically said slavery wasn't as bad as these movies make it out.
She ain't gonna lose no money. You say she foamed the bag, but I wonder how bad it's gonna hurt her.
It hasn't. That's the sad part. Niggas is there's half of the like manosphere is behind her, and half of the manosphere is like it's like the Civil War on Marvel. Like this is literally that shit. Like half of them is on this side, half of them is on that side. And like you got dudes who like forgiving her, and then you got dudes who are like, nah, that shit's whack. Like, and you got dudes like I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't necessarily think she should get like her shit banned or thrown out. I'm not gonna report her shit, nothing like that. What I'm gonna do is say is that she's inexperienced and stupid. She's stupid. And the problem is she hadn't issued no apology. That's the problem. Like the apology she gave was no real apology. I ain't heard.
Does she date black dudes?
She from Midwest somewhere. She just think black niggas are exciting. She like black culture. I don't think she like niggas.
Okay.
I think she liked black culture. I think that was a big, and then she also learned under the feet of other YouTubers like how to do good YouTube. That was one thing she did do. She paid niggas to learn how to do good YouTube. That's what that was true. That part's true. Everybody says that. Like she really was under like 2 or 3 big YouTubers and was learning from them how to do shit, like how to make it big on YouTube.
So let me ask you a question. Should people issue apology if that's their true feelings? I mean, what's the point of apologizing? That's how you really fucking feel. I don't want you to apologize.
Well, the problem is that she put it up as an apology. She put it up as an apology, so niggas were waiting for this moment. It was 2 hours long. There wasn't no fucking apology. So it was like, okay.
I don't want no apology if it's fake. If it ain't real, I don't want it.
No, that's the reason why I think it was fake, because she couldn't even bring her ass to say nothing.
Because people apologize.
You know what I mean? Somebody probably put in their ear, you got to say some shit.
It's like Hulk Hogan said he don't want his daughter being no tall black basketball player. Then you come back and talk different, like motherfucker. You meant that shit you said.
Or Donald Sterling. All these niggas have they all got the same.
Don't come back and say you sorry. You meant that.
They
shit,
all got the same idea. Or the nigga from what's his name, Dog the Bounty Hunter. He said the same shit.
Or the dude that was on Atlanta Hawks, the former basketball player, Danny Ferry, or whatever that motherfucker said some slick shit. These motherfuckers mean that shit.
They sort of force people to apologize these days. Even black people.
I think you shouldn't have to. That's how you fucking feel.
Look at how ESPN did Jalen Rose.
The baby. He couldn't even say how he felt about fucking Fruit Loop people. The fuck, that's how he feel. No, you gotta.
He didn't want to lose that bag.
Yeah.
He lost.
Yeah, it hurt the baby though, because the baby goddamn career went down after that shit. That shit fucked him up.
He had just did the bop. He had just did that song. That song was big. And they cut that
he
shit
can't
out.
really rap and shit. I'm like, nah, that nigga fucking can rap decent. He goddamn just got fucked over for talking about certain people.
Well, do you think people's like actions should affect their career like that? Or words? I mean, excuse me.
I don't think so. Cause like, okay, do you want people to hide who they really are? Or do you want to see the truth? I want to see the truth.
I know niggas ain't playing no R. Kelly songs these days because they feel like just because if they play it, then that's encouraging it. And I was like, what? I was like, the nigga, we didn't know that shit when you were listening. You bopping for this for 20 years.
It's like dozens of other dudes doing the same thing that is on the radio.
Trey Songz is out there doing good shit.
So let me ask y'all a question. Y'all ain't grew up around no niggas who were fucking younger chicks? I ain't saying I'm right.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot of niggas doing that shit. R. Kelly just was famous.
And then, hey, what'd you do? You look the other way, then you?
Yeah, or you couldn't do nothing but be like, damn, you a savage.
I'm just saying, you look the other way, right?
You look the other way because you had no other choice. But R. Kelly just was famous when he did it. White men were doing that shit. I bet you so many men, different races, were fucking younger bitches. Crazy. But when you famous,
but now you can't play R. Kelly. You can't play no R. Kelly music. You ain't heard no radio.
You can't even watch the old R. Kelly videos on YouTube. They ain't up
unless somebody else got it and streamed it somewhere else and shit.
Yep. And even though he don't even own the rights to them shits no more, that's the craziest thing for me. I tell him like he don't even own that shit. You know, he sold most of his music away. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't own the royalties. He don't own any of that shit for any of that shit. That's why he was still touring. That's why he always seemed broke all the fucking time because he didn't have no royalties coming back his way.
I agree with Charles White though. He said, "Damn, what happened to R. Kelly was an example of slavery butt breaking. They fucking fucked us up. They like, hold on, this we gonna do to y'all niggas. Fuck up."
But now you got shit. They ain't that shit ain't slow down Elvis. He would dating 13-year-old, 14.
Exactly. Now the Elvis movie, they didn't even put that shit in there. They didn't want to include the fact that this bitch was 13, 14. This nigga was 21 or 20 something. You know what I mean? Like they didn't want to put that shit in there.
We got a whole documentary on goddamn R. Kelly damn raping bitches and shit.
What about Paul Walker?
Yeah, Paul Walker. Mm-hmm. But they put up that sick ass video. What's that sick motherfucker who were killing them people and shit? Black men. They put that shit up there though. Cause they were damn, you know what I'm saying? What's that sick dude? They'll put up some sick shit. But these motherfuckers out here, they need younger women. I don't know why they want
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, they'll put up some crazy shit like that and play it.
Yeah, but it's been several. People always talking about the last one, but it's been several Jeffrey Dahmer movies.
Yeah, white people don't mind exposing that motherfucker because I mean, you know, this shit wild as hell. But
because he was killing niggas.
Yeah.
See, that's the part that gets there. Like, he wasn't just gay. The nigga was fucking niggas and killing them too.
Yeah, and
Yeah, see,
Hispanics and shit, everything. That shit
yeah. I
wild.
mean, most of the people he was killing with, like, it was a lot of black men in there. So it was like people forget about that part. That's why nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
Right.
Lil
But
Boosie talking about they
Bundy's
need to
worse than
ban the
him.
movie.
You said what?
I said Lil Boosie talking about they need to ban the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on,
Yeah, I
nigga,
heard
you a hypocrite. How many niggas you done contributed to dying?
Yeah. He said, "I don't want to watch all that violence." He said, "All that killing and shit." I don't know.
That's it,
And the nigga done made set it off. And niggas done. How many niggas done died off the set it off coming on?
I'm talking about nigga, goddamn. He had a little killer on his team.
Yeah, Charles White be lighting his ass, boy. Boy. I heard Charles White talking about he got a damn fight coming up. I ain't know that motherfucker box.
Who?
He says a lot of shit. I saw him.
He had a
like,
fight coming up, though. I was like, what?
I saw him talking about he can shoot. Niggas took him out. And the
He
nigga
was serious about having a fight coming up. Talking about he got a train. I said, damn, Charles, what?
Nigga about 5'1" talking about he gonna fuck a nigga up, and I was like, okay, let's see how this goes.
He'll fucking put
Who he
that
gonna fight?
man.
Who he gonna fight in his weight class? Who's in the fucking weight class?
He said he'll beat Boosie. I'd like to see that fight.
That's about who can be in his weight class. There you go. Boosie.
Maybe he might not can beat Boosie. I want to see it.
I don't know if he's gonna beat him, but I just know that's the only person gonna be in his weight class. I mean, you can't be fighting no nigga 50 pounds heavier than you, and it's gonna be boxing. It matters. In boxing, it matters. Like in other shit, it maybe not, but like in boxing, weight matters, my nigga. Because I'm gonna hang on your ass, especially 10 rounds. I mean, people forget. Like they think it is 2-3 rounds. I'm like, nigga, 10 rounds, your ass gonna get tired.
That's why in professional fighting they have weight classes. That shit does matter.
There's a reason why they have weight classes, exactly. And why most times, here's the other thing: when somebody goes up or goes down a weight, most times they got an advantage. Like even if they're cutting weight and stuff like that, they still got a little bit of an advantage. That's why you see most dudes cut weight when they go into boxing. They ain't like they rock around at the weight that they box. They box at. They might box at 170 pounds. They walk around at 200 pounds.
That's why when you see these street fights, we ain't fighting by goddamn weight class.
There you go.
Kimbo getting your ass whooped because this motherfucker.
Hey, Kimbo was a bad man, but once you got to niggas who could also fight and niggas who could kick your fucking leg and all that kind of shit, and his knees were already fucked up, that was the end of that shit. You see what I'm saying? When niggas
it changed the rules too. Like it actually like UFC got rules in the backyard. If some of them guys would have came in the backyard, he would have had a better chance.
Yeah, that's another thing too. But what I'm saying is also he's bigger than the niggas. Most of the time, I don't even remember a nigga except for one who was taller than him. But I don't remember a nigga in better shape than he was.
No.
That he was fighting.
Or had the killer instinct that he had.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like the other nigga wasn't really like that kind of dude that was like, okay, I'm just gonna knock you out or you gonna knock me out. That's how
people claim about Mike Tyson. I think a lot of the guys that fought Kimbo Slice was scared of him anyway. People in the UFC.
That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody was like, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and beat his ass. Because once he got his ass beat, it was like, and when I watched him in the UFC get beat up, that was when I was like, first time you ever saw him like eyes open, like, oh shit, like niggas might be able to hit me. You know what I'm saying? I think he didn't give a shit. He's just gonna knock you out or you gonna knock me out. That's how he thought. He's like, I'm swinging for the fucking fences every time. Right. You know what I mean? If I break my hand, I break my hand. Niggas is like, nah, I'm not gonna break my hand. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. Like you gotta be one of them niggas who's like, I'm fighting to survive. I don't give a shit.
Think about it. In the backyard, you're not fighting the best of the best. You're fighting just I mean, you know who else it could go there. Most people don't want to fight in the backyard because there ain't no money.
First of all, if you're good at something, you should probably make some money doing it.
Exactly. And that's
think about it. The best fighters ain't gonna be there because he's gonna be like, shit, nigga, you can make some money. Why are you back here fighting in somebody's backyard for $300? You could be making $3 million.
Fighting your career up over $300.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why you don't rarely ever see dudes come out of like they're like, oh, I'm 30 and I've been fighting backyard, whatever, or UFC in the backyard, MMA in the backyard, and I'm coming to the pros or whatever. Like niggas is usually like they ain't gonna do that because I ain't gonna fuck up my career. You're like, you bust your knee. You done. That's it.
He one of a kind because ain't too many people come from the backyard. Fucking
that was why I like it. I love Kimbo because Kimbo came raw, and that's what they're trying to do. What's his name? Derek Lewis. They trying to get Derek Lewis to be Kimbo. You see what I'm saying? And the problem is the problem with Derek Lewis is he pretty much is Kimbo. I'll be honest with you. He got about the same skill level as Kimbo. Like he's usually bigger than the other nigga. He's usually stronger than the other nigga. He's usually got better hands than the other nigga. But the problem is that he just don't have like. I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't got the fight IQ for that shit. You know,
like a John Jones Bone. This motherfucker is very skilled. That's why he
very smart too. One of the smartest fighters out there. Because he was like, he got that nigga down in a minute and a half.
And Anderson Silva, you ain't gonna see him being the biggest guy, but until he got old, he was destroyed.
Yeah, until he got old, he held the belt for so long. I forgot how long he held that shit. Because I was like, damn, he held that belt for almost like 10 years. He had the same belt.
That's mostly anything we do. Though the smartest people usually are the better fighters. Though I mean, you could be. Don't get it wrong. John Bowe probably strong as hell too, but he's smart.
No, you're right. There's a dude. He's not the. He looked like he wouldn't be able to fight, but he's smart as hell. Oh god, Dominic Cruz. Right. If you ever watch a Dominic Cruz fight, that nigga weaves in and out like a figure eight pattern. He looks like he's drunk in there, right? He's doing that shit on purpose, and it looks like if you saw him on the street, you'd be like, this nigga don't fight, and like you would be shocked. But that nigga's smart. You know what I mean? He really is
BJP look like he couldn't fight. This nigga will fuck you up. Like, I mean, it is what it is. This shit crazy though, man. They're fighting shit. But I like Kimbo. Like he kind of like give people like us hope. Like, okay, we get out here and we can fight. Everybody can't fight raw like Kimbo. You know,
and he won several fights. That's the reason why I tell people that. I'm like, he's not like he didn't win in the UFC, so it's not like he was that bad. You know what I mean? It lets you know where people are. You know, it lets you know where you are on the standings. He was also older. Kimbo was also like in his 40s when he hit the UFC. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or late 30s when he hit the UFC. So it's like you could tell his knees were all fucked up. That's why they kept kicking him in his fucking leg because he was like his knees were all fucked up.
He didn't learn the right skill of it. He was fighting Lord. Nobody taught him shit.
Right. He needed to be the bare knuckle fighting league. See, he'd be killing that now. If he came out the grave and was in the bare knuckle fighting league, you know what I mean? Like that shit takes off right now. The bare knuckle fighting league is.
Imagine if somebody had got a hold of him and actually taught him some shit. He would have been fucking.
Yeah, if he was okay on the ground, if he could at least get off his back, that man would have been a bad man. Because like you got to take him down, and you know he's just Kimbo's one of my dudes, man. Kimbo's one of my dudes because he really did his best, man. Kimbo really did his best. So.
I like Kimbo too, though, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was that dude, though. I like John, but I like a lot of them guys, man. You know, but I mean, John Bones. They say I want to see him fight somebody who can actually beat him. Like I remember somebody had said he got people in the UFC.
Well, Cyril Gahn. He was supposed to beat Cyril Gahn. He wasn't supposed to beat Cyril Gahn that easily. It was even. If you look on the odds, it was even, almost even. So it's like you could. I mean, it was a payday for me.
I gotta get John Jones credit. He a drug addict and them doing his thing.
You know what? You won money. I should have betted. I knew he was gonna win. I gotta start betting on this man. This motherfucker's that dude. He said,
tomorrow. Hey, or not tomorrow, but Friday, Saturday's big fight. Pereira versus Izzy is Saturday.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's Israel versus Pereira. He trying to get his belt back. Been knocked out.
Do y'all think John Jones gonna lose before he retire?
It depends who he fight. If he's smart and he stays away from guys like Makhachev, stays away from Makhachev. I think it'd be close. I don't think it'd.
I want to see him fight somebody who's close. Goddamn. I heard he gonna retire though. I heard he might retire.
I doubt it. He just got back. He got to make some money back.
I want to see him fight the best.
He got to get his money right. He needs at least 3 fights to get his money back. You know, get at least a few million.
Makhachev might can beat him.
I think Makhachev will make it. I don't think it'll go no 1 round. Let me put it that way. Okay. I think it's gonna be at least 4 rounds for somebody to get tired or some shit happen. You know what I mean? And Makhachev is not stupid, and he can wrestle better. I'm gonna be honest with you. John Jones ain't great at everything. He can wrestle better than John. No, but he can't punch as well as John Jones. He has as good of a striker as John Jones. So I mean, it depends if who gets who down first. But if Makhachev gets on top of you, I don't see John Jones getting up. If you know what I'm saying, Makhachev.
Yeah, games. I can't believe he got them laid down at ease. I'm like, bro, I thought you were tough, bro. You got fucking.
What's his name? You talking about the Brazilian?
No, the dude he just beat Cyril Gane. I can't believe Cyril Gane got them.
Oh yeah, that looked. It was so quick that it looked like it was set up. Like that's how bad it looked. But his face was just like, oh shit, like I didn't expect that. Like, damn, you didn't expect that. The nigga has put on 30 pounds to fight your ass. And I think he saw something that other people.
Yeah,
I think he saw something that other people hadn't seen. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he saw something other people didn't see. If you pressure his ass, he go. I think a lot of dudes were giving him distance because he's a kickboxer. Cyril Gahn's a kickboxer at heart. You know what I mean? He needs space. And I think John Jones wasn't gonna give you no fucking space. You know what I mean? He gonna hit you with elbows and shit. He's trying to get within that range.
I think
Ease and elbows.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. I think John Jones is so good too. I think he actually researched his fighters too. I think he studies people. And I don't think
he said he did. He said he saw some tendency. He said he saw something. He said he saw something in his tendency. I think that's what it was. He needed to pressure that nigga. Like keep him, never let him get his like his bearings again. Always keep pressuring the nigga, pressure the nigga. And I think that's what he saw in Cyril. Because Cyril Gahn on paper should be killing niggas. But the problem is like he on paper, like every time you see him fight, he should be winning. He ain't got that dog in him.
Who was the guy who got stripped of his belt and they ain't want to bring
him back? Are you talking wait, strip, you mean he gave it up or he stripped him?
They stripped him of him. He went to another league because they ain't want to pay him. What was the African dude?
No. He got stripped after he said he was going to another league in Ghana.
Right. I wanted to see him and John Jones fight. That's what I wanted.
Right, because that's why people think he left because he knew that was the next fight. That was what was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be John Jones versus Ngannou.
Ngannou, yep.
It was supposed to be John Jones versus Ngannou. Ngannou retires like 6 months ago, and so now we got to figure some shit out. And so that's how it happened.
He even admitted that he was like John Jones better than him, but he ain't scared to fight him. I said, you don't supposed to say that, bro. I don't know who would have won. I'm going for John. I think John would have beat him.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I give like Makhachev or any of the Dagestanis will give him trouble. I think any of the Dagestani guys, like any guys who are coached by Khabib, they gonna be tough. Because Khabib versus him would have been that would have been good. Khabib versus
the next guy he gonna fight gonna be tough though. He just old.
Who?
I forgot who that white dude. Let me look at this shit up. It's some white dude he supposed to be fighting. They said
Stipe.
Yeah, they said Stipe gonna give him a run for it.
Stipe, I got it now. Because I was like, who? And I was like, yeah. When you said old, I was like, yeah. I didn't know Stipe was that old. He don't look that old, but he is like 40. I mean, like in the fight game, he old.
Yeah, we'll see if he can beat John. I need somebody. I want to see him fight one of them dudes you talking about. I don't want to see
Stipe. He gonna beat Stipe. I think Stipe knows he gonna beat him too. But
I want to see some competition. But I mean,
what you say?
What would you say?
I said my nigga Prime over there throwing away his homework.
Yeah, I love UFC, man. I ain't the most knowledgeable on the shit, but I love UFC.
Well, Saturday's a good fight. Saturday's gonna be good. I promise you. Saturday will be a good fight for this weekend. And I have the link if you ever want it. I'll put it on your Instagram. I got a link to like something free. You know what I'm saying? But Gilbert Burns and Masvidal. Those are the two fights. Pereira and Adesanya and Gilbert Burns Masvidal. That'll be the one. That's the one right before co-main event. So that'll be good.
I remember when Ronda Rousey was doing her thing. She got fucking destroyed by.
Yeah, she lost 2 fights and was out that bitch. Man, she couldn't take it. She just couldn't take. She couldn't take losing. No, there's some girls who just can't take it.
But the chick fucked her bad. But she could have fucked her bad, so she had to quit. Like that bitch fucked you up bad.
Shit, girls get knocked out all the fucking time. You saw the fight with the greatest UFC fight I've ever seen. The best UFC fight I've ever seen was between 2 women, and that was young Jacek versus what's her name? Young what's her name? The Chinese chick. Yeah. I can't remember her name now. But she's young Jacek had a big old fucking hematoma on her forehead. They calling her Frankenstein in the middle. No, watch that. The full fight is available online. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
That's one thing about the nastiest bit. I seen motherfucker in a fight from an elbow to the head. I ain't gonna lie. One time I wanted to try to train for that type of shit when I was younger, but I didn't know what I was thinking. UFC.
Yeah, Joanna versus Zhang's the first Joanna versus Zhang fight. My God, man, that was
my other dude. Rampage Jackson was my dude too. I liked him. Rashad Evans, I liked him too. Rampage, I don't know.
Who'd you like?
Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz. There was a lot of guys like I liked in the game.
Oh yeah. Like I said, man, watch this fight and you tell me, okay, this is not the full fight. Let me find the full fight. UFC puts it up and then brings it back down because it's
Now
like
I'm
the
gonna tell
greatest
you
fight of
though,
all time.
something about Dana White though. I don't know if I fucking feeling him like that. I got Dana White got some shit going on. I think. How you feel about him? Like Dana White, like he might be on some dirty shit, low key.
No, he is on some dirty shit.
You gotta watch Dana White. I remember
If
what's the
niggas
old
didn't
boy?
know, he's on some dirty shit because he's not paying these niggas enough for what they doing.
What's that
So
dude who
Hell
was doing
no.
who old boy doing the YouTube fights with calling Dana White out? He was making rap songs about what's the old boy name? The YouTube fighter. He was talking shit about Dana White, making videos about him, rapping
Some
about
of
him.
the white dude.
Yeah. He would tell you, I sent the videos to somebody, man. Well, he was making
who you
videos.
talking about? Henry Cejudo?
No, you know the white dude who be doing a YouTube fight. He's a big time YouTube. He boxing for doing YouTube.
Oh, Jake Paul.
Oh, Jake Paul was talking shit about goddamn Dana White, talking about he ain't shit.
Well, he's
Dana
trying to.
White
You
is
gotta remember, every time he does one of those matches, he getting some money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
it's all about the money with the Pauls. You know what I'm saying? Like now that he got knocked out, thank God, because that shit was getting annoying. That shit was getting really fucking annoying. And then they try to make it into some big deal, like Ben Askren, a nigga who doesn't even box, a nigga who wrestles. He's a great wrestler. That's it. That's what Ben does. He's a wrestler. You know what I mean? Or fight an out of shape Rashad Evans. You know, like a nigga who been out of UFC for almost like 10 years.
Some people don't agree with Jake Paul. I got tired of Jake Paul. I ain't got anything against him.
Or Rampage Jackson, who also has been out for a really fucking long time.
Hey, Jake Paul know how to get that money though.
Oh yeah, he's smart.
What's his next one? What's his next one supposed to be? Because he now that he lost, is he done now? Like
They say he want a rematch with old boy.
Yeah, he did say that. Yup.
with old Tommy Fury. See, Tommy Fury's a real boxer. That's the thing. that's
Well,
why
Jake Paul a real boxer too. He just ain't on his level, right?
No. I mean like he was a professional boxer. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
He was a professional boxer because he ain't fought nobody who was a professional boxer.
And that's what I kept saying. I wanted to see him fight.
What? What? Shit, it ain't like he won by a landslide.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No, he didn't win by a landslide, but it was the closest he's seen been knocked out, except for when Mayweather. That Mayweather shit was stupid because you could tell he was keeping his ass up, keeping his ass, carrying that nigga.
Man, Mayweather, that shit was bullshit. Like Mayweather gonna lose to some Jake Paul.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I missed that. I wish Mayweather and goddamn Pacquiao had a for the second time. Pacquiao trainer had to come out and say his fucking arm was fucked up. Made them Mayweather say hell no.
Hey, this celebrity boxing is killing regular boxing now.
Yeah,
everybody want to watch the celebrity shit.
Yeah,
the problem with the regular boxing, like right now, you have niggas who are too good for everybody else. So it ain't nobody who can who's come up and coming. Who's exciting? Ain't no knockout artist right now that I'm like, oh shit.
Or they ain't Mayweather. Like who want to see these motherfuckers boxing right now other than celebrity? Nobody want to see this shit. Like
most people can't even name you. I honestly, there was a time when everybody knew who the fucking heavyweight champion of the world was, and I know, and you guys probably know.
Davis, everybody, I know him, but he's still
but see, Gervonta Davis. The problem with Tank is he can't talk. He ain't been on no shows. Think about it. When niggas were really getting that shit, niggas was in this oh my god. Anyway, as I say, you be putting shit on the screen for bullshit.
I be trying to see who this.
Anyway, Gervonta Davis, he was like, the issue is he can't talk. And the nigga always getting in trouble because he's doing some bullshit. He's still trying to be young. He ain't that young no more. He's still trying to be real young. And he's got kid. He's got a lot of shit.
After Mayweather, that shit has been trash, bro, to be honest. Like, who's selling out fights?
The only fights that were any good was Tyson and Tyson Fury.
But
that was it.
And that wasn't that good. The Tyson Fury was whooping the hell out
I
of
like the first one. The first one, niggas was really thinking. I
can't even name the black guy, but I know what he was saying. I know Tyson Fury. What's the other guy name? I can't think of his fucking name.
You said you know Tyson and Fury. Tyson Fury. And Deontay Wilder. I get
Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I was like,
Deontay Wilder can fight. He just knocked out his other the last fight he just had. He can fight. It's just Tyson Fury is better than him. It's the only thing you can do.
Smarter.
Yeah.
They said Tyson Fury got better skills. You know.
Yeah, he's just better than him.
I need to
He
see
can
how
fight.
that video. I need to see
Like
how that
Deontay Wilder
video.
ain't no bum. The thing is,
I need to-
Deontay Wilder ain't no bum. He's a knockout artist. The problem is that he's just not good at. Like he's not good.
I need to send you that video, and he was in there talking about why he lost and shit. He sounded retarded as hell. Like, bro, you got your ass beat. I don't know what kind of excuse you trying to make.
He said he tried to say Tyson Fury put some kind of rocks and shit in his nail.
I was like, bro, you made yourself look crazy as hell talking like that. I mean, and then everybody was looking at him like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? This shit makes no goddamn sense. I'm like, just take your L. You lost to a better fighter. It is what it is, bro. You number 2. I guess. He number 2. I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think he's number 2. I don't know who the number 1 pound for pound. Oh, the other big fights coming up. They keep. Oh, that's the reason why boxing's fucked up. That's what I was gonna say. They keep ducking each other. Nobody wants to lose their belts, so they keep not unifying the belts. So you don't have one champion. You got 4 fucking champions: WBC, WBA, the glove, the ring. You got 4 different fucking champions right now, and they don't want to fight each other. They keep trying to pad their stats and get money.
I don't know for sure. Like, I haven't went to a fight in a while, but I remember when Mayweather got ready to fight, that shit was so solo. I had to stand up and watch the fight in the
Shit ain't been like that in a long time.
I mean, I had to literally stand up the whole fight. I wanted to see that fight so bad. Like, fuck it. I want to stand up and see that shit. It ain't like that no more, though. I mean,
no, I can't tell you the last time. And you know, there's a Devontae fight coming up this weekend. Gervonta fight coming up this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's watching that shit because guess what? He's a plus minus 1,600 favorite.
Yeah, nobody want to see that shit. But
and then look at Anthony Joshua. The same thing. He's a heavyweight. He's supposedly the WBA heavyweight champion, but they won't unify the fucking heavyweight.
Right, and that's why people want to see that celebrity shit, because you might see some shit like, oh, can he beat this motherfucker?
They ain't got no big names like they used to, like Roy Jones Jr. or somebody like that.
No, those days are done.
Oscar De La Hoya and all that.
That's why UFC took over, because it's like I can name you more UFC fighters right now than I could them. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part is they still get paid. You can still make some good money in boxing. Like they still get payday a lot. Like even like not even a big name boxer can make some good money on boxing matches. Because you can fight fucking boxing twice a year. You know what I mean? You can box twice a year, make $6 million each time.
Trash boxers are making more money than
Hey, I heard a little kid talking the other day. He think Michael B. Jordan a real boxer.
Yeah, right.
Well, hey, how old was he? Because he was like 7, yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, when we were like 7, we all believe that.
Do y'all think boxing ever gonna goddamn come back to the roots? Is this shit gonna ever get better? That shit trash.
Nah, boxing ain't ever coming back.
That internet, I think that celebrity shit fucked the game up, man.
You think so? I honestly just think it's the fact that I don't know who the fuck this nigga is, and this nigga keeps every time I look, there's a new fucking fighter. And there's nobody I give a shit. Like right now, like I said, the Gervonta Davis fight this is the closest fight I've seen for him. It happened. The Gervonta Davis fight is on the 22nd. My bad. The first is the Anthony Joshua fight, and he's a minus 1,200 favorite. So like, who the fuck puts that fight together? This bum against this guy. Everybody's looking for that one time when a guy loses, like, you know what I mean, like where the guy gets knocked out on accident.
I'm gonna tell you another thing I think fighters can't do. And Mayweather was good where he knew how to promote his fights. He knew how to play a role and make himself the bad guy. People hated him and wanted him to lose. Gervonta Davis can't do that shit.
Gervonta Davis can't talk. The nigga can't talk. You ever heard Gervonta Davis?
They say Mayweather was stupid and couldn't read and write, but he knew how to.
Yeah, but Gervonta, he can talk. Gervonta Davis couldn't talk to you. I don't even know if Gervonta Davis can read and write. All I know is
I think there's a lot about
him. Listen to the nigga when he talks. He's been in the league since he was in the boxing match as a pro since he was 18 fucking years old. The nigga can't talk.
But somebody need to be talking for him. Then.
Hey, that's how Derrick Rose was at first.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You like LT. Yeah. You like LT. Remember LT? and how he was with Davey Thomas. He did his whole shit with his Ricky Williams. Y'all remember Ricky Williams?
Yeah, I remember Ricky.
Ricky had to smoke before he talked to you. Fuck.
Ricky Williams still can't talk.
Ricky Williams is like, nigga, I'm big for no fucking reason. Ricky Williams ain't even playing no more. That nigga huge. While smoking weed. I thought that shit was supposed to make you more feminine or some shit. Isn't that what they said? Oh, Papa Pimp's been stuck. He's stuck in time. Yeah, there he is. But no, I would say Ricky Williams, man. That nigga's still spoiled.
So y'all saying Derrick Rose was stupid?
No, I ain't saying stupid, but
he's a good job. He did go one and done, so at least he passed his first year of basketball. At least
do y'all think Mayweather was stupid, or this is some bullshit?
I don't think he's stupid. I think he's ignorant, but it's okay.
Yeah, he's ignorant.
He's rich.
50 Cent know how to make somebody look bad. 50 Cent is a master at making you look bad, bro.
Well, the thing is, 50 Cent is smarter than he sounds. That's the thing about 50 Cent. He's smarter than he's letting on. He has that Queens shiesty accent, and it makes the niggas not sound like you know what he's talking about. But that nigga knows exactly what he's talking about, and that's the problem. That nigga know exactly what he's talking about. You've ever heard him talk about people? He go in on. You heard that video with him and Lloyd Banks? He was like, "I told him he need to go and get an Instagram," and he was like, "Nah." Tupac wouldn't have no Instagram, and he was like, "That's when I knew I couldn't be associated with this nigga no more." I'm like, "Damn, 50 Cent!" Like, nigga was like going in on his own boy. Like, "Yo, nigga, you could get."
I remember he went on a show and somebody asked him, "Did he want Nicki Minaj or somebody?" And he started. He's smart. He looked and thought for a minute, and he made a face like he didn't know what he wanted. But he was smart to do that shit because he pretty much was trolling them bitches. Like 50 Cent be thinking this shit out before you do it, though. That's why he's a master at this shit. Yeah, I mean, I think he's better at that than his rap career.
Hey, the trolling shit didn't work on Rick Ross.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. That was just a different moment. It didn't work on Jadakiss and them either, though. But it worked on Ja Rule for some reason. I think because he just
because Ja Rule was whack. We all like,
I don't know. Ja Rule has some things.
Ja Rule has some high. I don't know.
I'm not saying he wasn't popular. I'm just saying.
I remember that first album he came out with. He had some songs on it.
You know why I think it worked on Ja Rule? Because it fit what he was saying about him and shit. Though it was like, damn, Ja.
I mean, Ja Rule, he walked right into that shit though. Like, it was a lot of because he did the same shit. He still sang hooks, made music with women, about women, and all that shit. 50 Cent did the same shit Ja Rule was doing. It was just different because Ja Rule really wasn't that dude. We kind of knew Ja Rule what to do. He just had a raspy voice, so niggas believed that shit. Holla, holla, and niggas really believed that shit. Even though this nigga went to private school. He was not that dude. His dad was a professor, some shit.
You know who was the beef boat? Who was the beef boat?
I don't know. I forgot what this shit was about. They knew each other from before the end, though. It was some other shit going on. I don't know. But you know what? You said it didn't work on Rick Ross. I think it didn't work on Rick Ross because he was a bigger artist. I think he just, he bigger than Ja Rule. I think it didn't work on people like them because they could rap and they actually came back.
But at the time, Ja Rule was that big.
With 50 bigger. But it seemed like he must have. I guess it just worked on Ja Rule. I don't really know why it worked, but it didn't work on Jadakiss and them. It just didn't work.
Jadakiss wasn't big enough for that shit.
Yeah, but he couldn't. Jadakiss
had give me 10 Jadakiss songs. I give you 3.
So you saying that 50?
I give you 3. Why? And knock yourself out. Go ahead.
You saying that 50 couldn't end Jadakiss' career because he didn't have one?
I'm saying it was easier. It was easier. It was easier to like not fuck because like Ja Rule at least had a lot. He was popular. Ja Rule was popular as shit. You couldn't turn on a fuck. It was 2003 when 2002, 2003. Ja Rule had only been out like 3 or 4 years. Holla Holla came out 99. So I mean the nigga had only been out 3-4 years, but he had hit after hit after hit. I mean, Always on Time. And what's the other one that he did? Put It On Me or whatever.
I think 50 made a career off of goddamn in the Ja Rule shit. That damn helped them out. Like
He
damn.
took him. I mean, within 4 years, Ja Rule wasn't making no kind of music, man.
That shit fucked him up, bro. I was like, damn, you ended. That made 50 look like a legend, bro. That gotta be his best time when he ended his career. But
And Jadakiss, like I said, Jadakiss just wasn't big enough for that shit. I didn't even care. I didn't even know there was a beef between him and Jadakiss.
yeah, he made a song about him. But he, Rick Ross and him got serious, but
that was serious. Well, but Rick Ross kind of won because he got that girl got her suit on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I think it stuck there. Also, Rick Ross though beat him in like making music.
True.
See, 50 Cent was like, okay, vitamin water, all that shit. But
he was trying to go against Kanye. He wasn't going to outsell Kanye, even though you might like 50 better or whatever. Kanye outsold 50. So.
Oh yeah. 50 ain't been good. I mean, honestly, The Massacre was his last album. If I can, I'm trying to think. Can somebody tell me? So the last time you bought a 50 Cent,
he came out and said he should be in the Hall of Fame of rapping. I was like,
hey, the only 50 Cent album I listened to was Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and I'm looking up his albums right now.
Greatest album.
I'll be honest with you, I ain't heard of none of these. So all it is, the only ones I see for his music, Get Rich or Die Trying, and The Massacre. Because I had Candy Shop, all that shit on there, right?
Yeah, Candy Shop.
And then Curtis in 07. I don't remember this one.
Hey, that's funny, man. Hey, 50 Cent only just came on the radio.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, he had his time, though. He had his time.
Oh, yeah. AO Technology. Yeah.
He had his time, man. He had his time. That's all I can say. He had his time like everybody else. But he just didn't. Yeah. He said he a Hall of Fame. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that.
He's had 5 albums, and only one of those are classics. And the rest is
He might be a Hall of Fame troll. He might be a Hall of Fame troll.
I mean, he a Hall of Fame just because his image.
Yeah.
I mean, the nigga ain't had a platinum hit in 20 years.
Yeah. We give him a Hall of Fame.
Get Rich or Die Trying was 2003.
That shit went so hard. So
he was on that video game too, right?
Yep. Had the movie and all.
Oh, he's been in filmography. He moved into movies after a while, and then now he's making it on Power and all that. But he's not a musician anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like, you ain't gonna beat him on the music.
We give him props for being able to evolve after rap.
Yeah. That's why I said he's smarter than. He's on the same level when it comes to business and shit. I give him. He's on the same level as Jay-Z, and Kanye ain't there. Even with the Adidas deal and all of this shit. Kanye still got to make some music. Yeah. Kanye still got to make some music, stay relevant.
But I get Jay-Z proud. Jay-Z said he had all them billionaires on his team. Then Rihanna, goddamn Kanye. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Look, if you had the choice of joining Rockefeller or Bad Boy, you probably would have done better off joining Rockefeller.
Think about J. Cole came from Rockefeller too, right?
What do you say?
Well, J. Cole on Rockefeller too, right?
J. Cole was on. I thought he was on something else.
Okay, I thought he was on Rockefeller at one time.
He was. I think it was something else.
Oh, okay.
I know he was cool with Jay-Z, but I don't know if it was.
Yeah. Okay, I might have been wrong. Then.
It might have been. I don't know this shit. I don't know.
I don't remember him being on Rockefeller, but let me look. Maybe
he might not be. I might have misunderstood.
I know
he's on Rock Nation.
Yeah, Rock Nation. Yeah.
But he's really through Interscope.
Okay. Interscope. That's on. Is that Eminem and Dre in there?
It's Interscope is Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah, Dr. Dre. Okay, Dr. Dre got that bread.
Interscope is Dr. Dre.
Hey, I heard Comedian there doing it. He got some kind of damn tech business or some shit.
Now you want to talk about who really flipped their money like that? You would give me. I was just thinking about Chameleon the other day, but then somebody said Akon. That nigga didn't make that many fucking songs. That nigga took that money and is making fucking money on money.
Yeah, he a songwriter too, though.
Yeah, Akon, man. That nigga took his money and flipped it and dipped it. He about to own half of fucking Africa. The way his ass is going. Like,
no, it was crazy. I read about Mike Tyson, how he was in like millions of debt. They said off his business, he had made over what he was in debt about. Like Mike Tyson making some money right now.
Because Akon right now got his money on. I mean, Akon right now got his money he making money doing nothing.
Yeah, he is. They smart. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't smart.
That's what it is. $6 billion city. He got a city called Akon City,
Puff
Senegal.
Daddy.
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like he got a Akon City, Senegal. $6 billion is being spent on that bitch.
And think about Puff Daddy. He out here rich as hell. He getting over on him. Puff Daddy trying to say he didn't con nobody.
Puff Daddy out there damn making dudes suck him off for a deal.
Yeah, that's some wild shit going on out here, boy.
I mean, if he make you go get some cheesecake at 2:00 in the morning,
I heard DMX come on talking about. DMX said back before he died that he was talking to Biggie. He was talking about how he got them and doing Biggie. Talking about he was trying to make Biggie do sexual shit. I wonder if that shit true though. That shit wow. Biggie gonna goddamn do some sexual shit. Like damn, Biggie, you really wanted to be on Puff Daddy team that bad? I don't know, man.
Why? Wait, how did that happen? Because Bad Boy was established with Biggie. It wasn't like he had a bunch of hits before him. Without Biggie, Bad Boy would have been some no-name fucking label.
But I remember you gotta look that shit up. DMX, I had seen a short. DMX was talking about how he talked to Biggie and Biggie was like, you know, he said that the shit Puff Daddy was doing and shit. I was
shit,
like,
Bad Boy Records only had like a 3-year run for Biggie died, right?
Right. Do y'all believe damn Puff Daddy had Biggie doing some shit or trying to make him do shit? That shit wild as fuck.
I don't understand how he would make him do shit because he didn't have no money. He had just come off of Uptown Records. He was an A&R at Uptown Records. Got fired. He got fired from there and signed Biggie. It was, you know, the whole plot of his life is fucking Brown Sugar, the movie. That's the plot. Him getting fired and then him going over and starting his own label and all that shit. That's the same plot. The nigga ain't had no money. He didn't have no influence. Why would he need to fuck him to get on? The nigga ain't have no influence.
Oh, I gotta look that shit again. I can look that shit up, though. Look that shit up what DMX said.
Biggie was making more money probably in the streets than he first got paid on Bad Boy Records because they had to first put out.
But you know what was wrong with it? He was getting over. They said Biggie won't get paid. And they said the money he was making off Biggie, he was giving him a little bit. Biggie didn't know the game.
Biggie didn't know the game. No, but nobody knew the game. And here's the other thing, too. You got to understand, most niggas didn't know the game in 93, 94. Like, you got to remember, like, when he got signed to Bad Boy, he's 93, 92. Like, Shaq had just hit the league.
Ice Cube and them was getting fucked until they got smart. But old boy, man, they had to get smart. That dude was getting over on them, bro. That shit.
Well, they realized after a while. You start realizing after a while. A lot of dudes, that's what happens. That's the story of the music industry. That's why now you, like look at the TLC. Look at Prince. Prince ain't on his own shit. He signed at 15, 16 years old. He realized I can't even use my own shit.
Getting fucked. A lot of people getting fucked in the game when it came to that music industry stuff.
Bobby Brown was going to blow it anyway.
He might have was. I remember when the movie they were talking about how broke them niggas were. They were blowing that motherfucking shit.
Oh, you talking about the New Edition? Yeah, New Edition didn't get paid it either. Like because they shit. It made sense, but it was like, damn, y'all was just hustling backwards. Like the problem is that you making like $10,000, but you doing all this fucking work, and it's like it's hustling backwards because you like producing a lot of shit for the next album. They were always trying to get paid on the next album. That was what
was so crazy. It goes back to people not being able to educate themselves on these contracts. Motherfuckers don't.
But it's still happening. They look at on Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
Yeah,
they beefing over a contract.
Are you see even niggas who've been in the game a long time? Lil Wayne still was talking about Birdman for the longest time about not getting paid.
Getting on them motherfuckers.
Shit, ain't no getting his damn.
It's not even that hard.
Like,
niggas be cheap. Don't want to hire a damn accountant and look up albums.
But you saying that because you older, but these guys be coming in the game 16.
That's what I'm saying. You're right.
And that means like your mother and father must be stupid because they ain't got them telling.
Shit, they ain't stupid. They just ain't got no experience.
Yeah.
At least, and then also you gotta know your kid because at least what's her name? Allen Iverson mama was like, look, put this money to the side. Don't let his ass touch it.
Now, Braun didn't get fucked. He wouldn't get fucked. But see, LeBron different, though. You know, it's basketball, but I don't know, man. I mean, like you said, that music game, if I had to choose to go into one of them, I'll leave the music alone because you got to, like, have some experience. But
Yeah, when it comes to music, it's a different kind of pay schedule too. A lot of niggas don't know. You really make the money. A lot of dudes never made money on the music. They always thought all they had to do was put a hot hit out. And I'm like, no, you need to be touring. Michael Jackson, to make all his money back, his ass went on tour for like 2 years straight.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that's different too. They be giving them loan. In basketball, you don't get no goddamn loan. They give them loans, and then you got to pay that shit back.
Pay it back, yeah. Because I mean. Yeah, because you get paid each time it go, but like in music, I gotta shoot the video. Video might be $500,000 to shoot the fucking video. Then I gotta pay for all your clothing, get you to the interviews, get you to promote the album. I gotta do all that shit, and then hopefully I get the money back on the album that you put out.
And then it would be so crazy. They come back and they be like, "Where my money at?" Oh well, you gotta think about all that money I spent on you. And you like, damn.
That's why somebody like Young Dolph, man, had so much bread.
Yeah,
because he was always independent.
Yep, you stay real independent. You be all right because like every dollar coming your way, you be very particular about who you hire for your damn video shoot. You be very particular about every little piece of it too. You gonna know where every dollar went. You gonna be like, nah, I could get that for $10. Don't be paying them no 30. Like you can get every little piece done.
Like Mike Tyson got fucked by old boy. What's that dude? Don King fucked Mike Tyson.
He's still fucking people. You saw him with what's his name with your boy Adrian Browner.
But you know what's so crazy about Mike Tyson? No offense to him. I think like I ain't saying Mike Tyson was stupid. I think he got to a point. He had so many issues. He was easy to take advantage of at the time. Like they were preying on him not having a father, him not having nobody on the side. He was hard-headed. I think Don King was a master at manipulating Mike Tyson. And he would easily manipulate because he probably made him feel like, man, I'm here for you. Then he'll switch it up on him and shit. That's why, like, I think if Mike Tyson would have had better support, this shit wouldn't have happened.
Well, he was good till his trainer died. He was fine till the trainer died. You see the complete shift after his trainer died. That shit went downhill. Like within a year, he had lost to Buster Douglas. All that shit happened right after his trainer died. And so it's a thing. He said himself, he's like, I started taking it easy. Like my training was shit. I started taking it easy. I wasn't doing shit like I did. I was just winning based on my talent. I wasn't really training for the fucking fight. Yada yada yada. And then he got caught. Buster Douglas caught him on the day. Buster Douglas was ready. You know what I mean? So.
And the thing about Mike Tyson though, you know what I'm saying too. He was on drugs. He was wild as fuck.
Hey, y'all think Mike Tyson did it?
I don't think so.
I ain't trying to say no.
Now that we know him, 30 years later, we know him better now. You know what I mean? Back then, see, the problem was he 30 years ago, what he thought he was doing, maybe not what he's doing. And you know how shit goes where niggas don't know. There's been situations where people.
Let me ask y'all this though. What about Kobe?
No, Kobe didn't do that shit.
Kobe, I might be a little biased, man. I don't know, man. I
don't think Kobe did that shit. Like when it happened, I was like maybe, but then now I'm like I
was reading some of the shit Kobe did. I'm like, damn, though, Kobe, why you do this shit? Like some of the shit he was saying to the police, talking about he like he throwing them a shirt with nutted in the cop's face and shit.
Oh wow. Wow, shit. I don't know, man. Kobe, one of my favorite players. I hope he ain't doing shit like that.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it because it was just like it just didn't make any sense. No niggas is that crazy. Like even like you see Watson now, he in trouble for fucking just exposing his ass, exposing himself to these hoes. And I don't understand. Maybe dude's got a fetish for it. That's what I assume. Because it don't make no sense. Because you can literally walk outside in Houston and a bad bitch walk by you and you could fuck as what? He ain't an ugly nigga. He ain't got no problem.
Your wife's had a fetish.
I'm gonna tell you what.
He had a fetish. That's the only way it can make sense. Because it's like, this don't make no sense.
That Joe Budden shit was crazy when he hugged that woman. She tried to act like he was on some different shit. These bitches be wild, bro. Y'all remember that shit when he hugged old girl and he did a little dance and she tried to.
You gotta be careful, man. When you got
But he ain't mean no harm though. That's how the game is fucked up.
That's what I was trying to say. Like you were saying about Tyson, I think it was a mix up. He thought she was playing hard to get. I really don't think he thought that this girl. He was real hurt by that. He said that too. He's like, I was real hurt by that because I was like, she was playing hard to get that. It might have been a mix up. Today though, you don't even get that chance. Back in the day, you used to get a little chance to be what they call sloppy and foolish and just be young. He's got to remember the nigga was also like 23 years old, 21 years old. Nigga was the youngest champion in the world.
R. Kelly now. I was watching this the documentary of R. Kelly with a chick. And now women got their own perspective. I'm gonna tell you how bad this documentary was. It was making R. Kelly look like, how like my homeboy said documentaries usually ain't all the way true. They were making R. Kelly look like as soon as he blew up, he was going back to the high schools. They talking about they ran in the room, he was fucking Aaliyah. I'm talking about these documentaries made R. Kelly look like he was this fucking vicious monster. And
yeah, they do make it like he ain't have no time to make no music or go on tour or do any other shit. Like the nigga producing and writing shit for 25 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, like that's what I don't get. Like how you got time for that? For all the shit you talking about, you act like the nigga I don't got time, and I ain't no big ass.
He committed some crimes, but how true is all this shit is what I wonder.
A lot of times it's how she felt. Like Aziz Ansari, remember him? Aziz Ansari is hilarious, right? Well, what happened was like he got on a bad date, goes back to her house, eats this girl out, and goes home. He's like, "We having a great time." He texting back and forth, "Life is good." And then the bitch goes out and tells everybody, "I felt uncomfortable when he was eating my pussy. I didn't really want to do it." And like he got his shit taken away from him off of Netflix. He had a comedy special out.
Who was this?
Aziz Ansari. Aziz, you know the dude. You know Aziz. When you hear his voice.
Y'all remember one time they was shitting on Corey McGetty? It was a lot of people
this
shit.
Well, that Corey McGetty shit, hey, they never did them come back out and say anything about this. Yeah, he lost his job.
They were talking about a lot of shit. You remember that shit in Dallas with Mark Cuban? There was a lot of shit going on at one time with a lot of these black men were getting blamed for some wild shit. I was like, damn, they were targeting a lot of them. I'm just wondering, I'm not trying to say women don't tell the truth, but like you said about the Corey McGetty, what happened? Why ain't nothing else come out about it? Like,
yeah, nobody ever knew. He never get his job. He never got his job back.
That's fucked up. And it could have been a lie, right? It must have been a lie. Like,
I don't know. I ain't heard nobody talk about it anymore.
That shit on the road, didn't it? Corey McGetty.
Corey McGetty.
Yeah,
they say he had them chick said he raped the dude.
Yep. Oh, Peyton.
Then they took him off the because he was commentating. Then they took him off the air.
They ain't doing about Peyton Manning swinging his balls and bitches at face in college. What they say about this shit?
That's just the good old white boy.
Motherfucker swinging his ball. I don't know how true it is, but he was swinging his balls in bitches' faces in college. But they overlook that shit. Like, that's
the trainer.
Yeah, that's some shit. That's some shit to come back 10 years later. Niggas already, doing his shit, already out here. That's some crazy. And then the craziest part about it is it's like until somebody says some shit like, or you have some you gotta have proof that it wasn't true. That's the craziest thing.
I'm gonna tell you with the ruthless shit I was seeing with that Michael Jackson shit with Oprah Winfrey. Oh my god, when I looked at that shit, I was like, Oprah Winfrey, you a dirty bitch.
Yeah, you watch it again now. I watch it again now. She made him look like he was just because
I would have sued that bitch if that was my brother. I'm like, hold up, bitch. Ain't nobody say he did that shit. They can't even find no proof.
But she didn't say nothing though.
Yeah, it's the fact that she had like she was cool with him and brought the motherfuckers on the show. Yeah, like, hold up, bitch. You got me fucked. I would have said something about this.
I can't stand Oprah Winfrey anyway.
That made me even food, bro. I kind of lost respect for you brought these motherfuckers.
You talk about Neverland, Finding Neverland.
Man, I gotta look at that shit. That shit was so shocking when it came out. I was like,
I never watched the whole thing because I was like, is there some shit that we don't know already in here? Like,
that shit was vicious, bro. I was like,
damn. I was trying to figure out why people feel like the nigga wasn't just the nigga's weird. We get it. I just don't think the nigga was sexually weird. I think the nigga was weird.
He ain't do that to Macaulay Culkin. Like,
honestly, I think the nigga was weird. I just don't think the nigga was sexually weird.
He clearly he was weird. Look, hanging babies out the window.
But
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I think the nigga was weird. They just make it not everybody who's weird is what these girls call it, a creeper and all that. Niggas are sometimes just weird. Like,
I'm gonna tell you what the fucking parents were letting them spend a night with the kids. Letting their kids spend a night with this grown ass man.
Hey, not only that, hey, sleeping in the bed.
Why would the parents let your kids do this? So that means this is a scheme to get some goddamn money.
I'm slumming the man with Mike.
You think I'm gonna let my kids sleep with Michael Jackson? Hell no, unless I'm looking for some cash.
Well, look, what they look like Michael Jackson asking, is it okay for them to sleep with me?
Yeah, but why would you let your kid fly out to Neverland with a fucking grown ass man? That's questionable anyway. So why did the parents? These motherfuckers were taking advantage of a mentally ill man.
The parents might have been like, shit, if you do some shit, we get paid.
Yeah,
even if we don't do nothing, we can try to get paid.
And Michael Jackson, them just I don't know. R.I.P. him, man. He was fucked up, but
it's tough, man. When you a celebrity, though, man. Look at Derrick Rose. He got them allegations.
Oh, man. That shit was a lie, bro. That shit was, and they were just fucking the bitch. I remember that shit. They could have fucked his career. That was them dangling over him. That was serious. I don't know, man. I ain't saying no women ain't telling the truth, though. And you know, women's argument is that they're scared to come out because nobody believes
Antonio Brown, he had the allegations.
So do you think this make it hard for women who tell the truth?
Yep. Hey, you remember that bitch did it, Duke? The black chick, everybody was feeling sorry for her, and she told a lie.
Yeah, see. That's why now you can't tell who telling the truth. Now you bitch might be telling the truth and goddamn some bitch doing dirty shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, the Duke lacrosse team. I'll never forget that shit.
It's crazy.
Man, you fuck a bitch when you're famous. You gotta worry about the bitch going back line and saying you great.
Them niggas made out good though, $20 million each.
But I mean,
damn, they got that much. Damn,
yeah. The four niggas got $20 million each.
No, who did get it? Who did get it from?
Duke.
Oh, okay.
Because they let that shit out. See, the thing was, Duke was like, okay, we're going to be. They thought they were being like open and honest. Problem was that the shit they were releasing was all what this stripper dancer was saying. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think about that Dallas Mavericks? Y'all think they were doing that shit, grabbing the women's butt or whatever the fuck they was doing in Dallas?
I don't even know what's going on. I don't know all what's going on. Really,
that shit wasn't that bad, but it was kind of like they said it was sexual harassment of women. This shit wild. Mm-hmm.
But I remember when they I forget, like, you know, they had like the football cheerleaders back in the day. They said they used to take them places and they like make them tell them they had an audition naked and shit, do some wild shit.
Yeah, I bet there's been shit going on for years. I just think when motherfucker finally get some money, that shit when shit change the game. It'll make, imagine hugging a chick and you do a little dance like Joe Budden and the bitch gotta make a damn story saying she felt uncomfortable. I'm like, bitch, hold up, he ain't never hugged you and danced before. Like,
hey, that's why the people, them celebrities, you gotta sign them NDOs now.
Yeah,
NDA, my bad.
Imagine a bitch hug me at work. I do a dance. She say I'm damn sexual harassment. I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. That's why you gotta be careful fucking with people.
Nah, man, don't do nothing. No shit at work. Don't be doing like, I don't know why niggas. It's 2023, my nigga. You gotta tape every fucking thing. You gotta text after you fuck. I'm just letting you know. This is just the way the world is. Y'all need to text after you fuck. You got. I had a great time. Always say that shit and say, "Hey, I had a great time. We're gonna do this again." Even if you never see that bitch again in your life, you don't want to see her again. You need to have that moment because that's what saved those players that just got in trouble. Is that what y'all talking about? Them players who just got in trouble. It was the fact that the girl, they made a video after with her. Because they ran a train on her and they had to say everything was consent. They made a whole tape talking about how the shit was consensual. That's the thing that saved them from prison.
Shit crazy, man. I mean,
you got
the basketball player. You know what I'm talking about? The basketball players who just got in trouble, like, you know what I mean? And then they would have got sexual assault charges. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until that they went to trial and got not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, only because of that shit. The coach told him to do that, though. An older man told him, shit, y'all niggas need to get everything on tape, and, you know, I think you're going to be all right. That's the only thing that saved them.
Yeah, that shit wild, bro. I don't know, man, what to say. This shit's so crazy. It is what it is, though. I don't know. I mean, you famous, man. This levels to this shit. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you see, you get them. You ain't got it like that. You can do what you want to. You ain't gonna come after you. Like, shit, ain't got in the game.
Yeah, it's like that Bill Cosby shit was wild. That shit wild as hell, man. I don't know, man. Wait till the motherfucking 95 to goddamn start talking.
Kevin Gates messing with trannies and shit.
Oh man, that shit crazy as hell right there. Kevin Gates a strange guy anyway, but he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one doing no training.
Allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
He shit. I mean, what? Damn, Lamar Odom openly fucking with a tranny.
Motherfucker hug. Hey, anytime you face, anytime your cheeks touching their cheeks and y'all taking a picture, man, it's bad look.
Man, look, you might well say you just about their life though. It's cool though. I mean, we ain't gonna knock you, bro. You just on some other shit. I mean, I ain't face to face. You see me laying on a. I mean, man, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's
y'all
like
remember Cheese? Y'all remember
Cheese?
Cheese?
Yeah, Cheese.
That thing ruined his career.
Yeah, that shit did ruin his career.
That's what it is. Ohio State. These were Ohio State. I had to look it up. Couldn't remember where they played. Ohio State players, man, who the coaches told them make the fucking video of the consent video. That's the only thing that saved their ass. It wasn't until that video came forward that people were like, "That's
hey, you know, it's something else happened recently where they ran a train on the chick, and like one of the coaches ran a train on the chick too. He was in it. One of the coaches, assistant coaches.
Damn, that's wild right there. Coach fucking bitches with the players. Okay.
Yeah, I seen the chick. The chick was straight too. The chick was on the staff. Yeah. The chick was on the staff too.
Man, it is what it is. They ain't rape her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do nothing wrong, man.
Hey, but I wouldn't even take them chances, though.
I wouldn't take them chances either.
Just because you're gonna lose your job.
Like Rip said, you gotta be careful. Even if it's a lie, you're gonna lose your fucking job because they're gonna save face.
Look, man, I'm telling you, don't go to no office parties without nobody. You need to always have a third party there who don't know y'all. Y'all need to be in public. Y'all need to always have. I've got so much recorded shit of just random shit that I know just in case some shit happens, man. Get y'all a good Google Cloud account and keep that shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hit record. It ain't even got to be video. It could just be audio of these of interactions and shit. Because, like, people really don't understand that part. Like, it ain't gotta be none of that. It ain't gotta be like revenge porn. It's just gotta be noise. Because
a bitch out here giving you the sex and she got them going lie and say you raped. That's some wild shit, boy.
Yeah,
that's gotta be a scary feeling.
You gotta protect yourself. You know, that's the whole thing. It's like dudes don't want to protect themselves. They get in this, like my young man who was on here earlier, like they have this thing of like women are sugar spice, man. They will lie on you. White women will lie on black men all through slavery. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you why that shit can be so scary. Because imagine like you up here and you with this chick, and then you up here like I didn't do it, but everybody believe. Because most times somebody come out and say you raped somebody, motherfuckers don't believe her.
Who was it? College basketball? Some college basketball. I forgot. It's been a while ago. Like college basketball player. I mean, he went to prison a little bit for it, and he was innocent.
Damn. Football player. That's what's his name? Yeah, he's a football player. He got out, and he got. You know how they got caught her ass on video again, admitting that the shit was a lie and all that kind of stuff. And like, it's a whole thing. The Brian Banks story. That's another one.
Yeah,
that's another one. Brian Banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
like,
he got some stories that really did have like Charlemagne the God. That shit.
And all it takes is like, but dude, like I'm telling you, like the nigga told the Ohio State coaching staff told them niggas for real. It take 2 seconds to record a little, like, yeah, we going back to the room, right? Yeah, daddy, we going back to the room. Like something, like, you know what I mean? You gotta have something. You know what I mean? Like, the dudes is going out there with nothing. Last conversation y'all had, y'all was arguing and shit.
Now you do have cases that's true. Like, what y'all think about that Charlemagne the God and what he did?
Yeah, I actually believe that case.
That shit wild right there, boy.
I believe that case. I believe that case completely.
Yeah, Charlemagne the God fucked up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like it's it's over now. But like that nigga was, I believe it. I believe
it. Hey, them Tate boys still in prison. I mean jail.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that. Yeah, the Tate's still in prison.
Hey, Hey, they fucked up because you don't never say to anybody, damn, tell no chick, I want to rape you.
The problem is that niggas had fantasy because I don't think them niggas wanted to rape chicks. You know what I mean? I don't think that's what the thing is. Is like they like the fantasy, but you gotta always make sure that you gotta have some regular conversation in between. Your whole conversation can't be about that shit. You know, it looks weird. You know, you gotta have some regular conversation, and also don't do it over text fucking message. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing over text messages? Like, I don't get it. Niggas
and then they said they might get them for some kind of financial shit. What they call it? I can't even think.
You talking like sex trafficking?
Yeah. Sex trafficking and something else. Something else they doing with they like money laundering or something.
Oh, organized crime or RICO, like a RICO.
Yeah.
Racketeering?
You talking about Andrew Tate?
Right.
Yeah, they go. The issue is that it's also another place's laws. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dependent on everybody wants to do it based on our laws, and their laws are different. Here we got to have a trial, a jury, and and all that kind of shit. There they ain't gotta do all that shit. And here you can't hold somebody indefinitely. If I say shit, let's go to trial soon. I got the right in the Constitution to a speedy trial. That's the whole purpose of the Constitution. Because they used to be able to keep niggas in jail for years and years and years, and then your trial gonna be in 3 years, right? You know what I mean? Like niggas is trying to do that today. I saw that thing on Miami, like the lockup in Miami. Niggas is purposely staying in the lockup in Miami, like delaying their trial date because they want to get time served, but they don't want to go to prison. They'd rather stay in the jail in Miami than go to prison because the jail and prison is two different things. So they like the jail. They don't want to go to prison, so they purposely delay their trial so that they get time served when they get out. And so like that's the idea. But like there, you can hold a nigga for, I think it says 6 months. That means you could be held without being able to go home for 6 months. And it could be bullshit. They could decide not to charge you at the end of those 6 months.
Then they taking their own cars and all that.
All that shit. And they can and here they can do that shit too. They do that shit. If you were caught with drugs, but you got like, let's say you got drugs in your house, but you got $1 million in your house, you got to be able to prove where that $1 million came from because they're gonna assume that's a part of the drug money. And they can it's called civil forfeiture. You can watch a whole videos on civil forfeiture. The niggas who used to drive around with who play poker, they could drive around with $150,000, $200,000, and they get pulled over. Some dude goes through the bag and finds $200,000. And he's like, "Oh, where's this come from?" He's like, "Well, I play poker." And he's like, "I don't believe you." So he just took the money. You got to prove that the money came from poker or from poker, right? Because any amount of money over that amount, it looks suspicious. And the money is suspicious, not him. He ain't gonna go to jail. They're gonna give you a little receipt and they're gonna take the money. You know what I mean? You got to prove that the money is yours, even if you ain't do shit. You got to prove that the money's legitimate. It's not from drugs. You know, and that's where that's where the idea comes from. So I always tell niggas, I'm like, bro, you guys got to act like I tell a lot of young dudes this too. I'm like, you guys got to act like everything's being watched by a third party. You know how girls be putting up text messages of like, this nigga tried to holler at me and they got screenshots. You need to act like everything you do, say, especially everything you write and post is gonna be brought up at some point. Niggas be putting all their business out on fucking social media and then acts dumb when shit, like people put 2 and 2 together.
Hey, y'all remember He Got Game?
Yep.
Hey, man, she was trying to play Ray like a sucker.
Yeah, she was. That was a classic movie right there.
Hey man, they do that shit all the time. I don't understand how niggas ain't watch that movie and then they still getting tricked by these hoes. Like PJ Washington need to watch that shit. PJ ain't watched that shit. I know he ain't watched that shit. PJ was like, "This bitch loved me for me."
Paul George.
Yeah, Paul George. Yep. What about LaMelo Ball too, right? He ain't getting pregnant, but he was fucking with her.
The pregnancy is the fucked up part because it don't matter. It don't matter if you wanted the baby, didn't want the baby. You like her, you don't like her. You're gonna pay, and you're gonna pay heavily. Like niggas don't realize how much these bitches can make off that shit, and you gotta pay that shit for 18. Your whole playing career ain't gonna be no 18 years, but you gonna pay this bitch for 18 years,
right?
And you going like Eddie Murphy, his ex, what's her name, Scary Spice. Scary Spice just went back. The kid's 17. Scary Spice just went back and is like asking for more money. She getting $45,000 a month.
Sorry, B.
Yeah, them bitches want their fucking bread, boy.
Then you got them.
Eddie Murphy paying $45,000 a month. Trust me.
Damn.
And he got a newborn. He got that one, and he got a newborn. Don't forget, Eddie Murphy just had a baby not too long ago.
We don't give a damn.
Eddie Murphy, what, 60?
You ain't gonna hear nobody like Akon having no issues.
And then look, Karl Malone got the 12-year-old pregnant, and then he want to pay no child support.
That shit wild right there, boy. That shit wild.
Karl Malone, yeah. Then you look like a fucking asshole, Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, a piece of shit.
I mean, you for 20-some years old.
He said something about Kobe. He said Kobe. Didn't he tell Kobe, "Wife, you need a real man" and shit like that?
Yeah.
That motherfucker savage, bro. You gotta watch Karl Malone.
Motherfucker had no respect for Kobe.
He probably didn't like him from the jump. So.
You know, before Kobe died, Karl Malone still saying, "Man, if you want to fight about it, we can fight about it. We can throw hands about it."
Karl Malone, Karl Malone think he can't be touched. He kind of like Charles Oakley and shit. You know, Charles Oakley think can't nobody touch him either. That's why I like Dennis Rodman better, because them motherfuckers didn't act like them guys, man. Charles Oakley was out here throwing shots at Patrick Ewing, trying to call him soft. Charles, yo, old ass, you need to stop this shit, bro. I'm not thinking about you. That's how they stay relevant, though. You gotta talk about some old shit, calling somebody a bitch or something.
You got them Isaiah Thomas. What he say? He said something the other day on it about Jordan. Said Jordan, you know, Jordan trying to get people to apologize behind the scenes or some shit. He's like, no, you gotta say that shit public.
He making a career off that shit. That mother, you can see Isaiah Thomas. When I watch the videos, you can see it in his face that he means what he's saying. Like, this shit is serious. He's holding a serious grudge against Michael Jordan. I'm like, wow. Like, bro, you hate Michael Jordan, don't you? Not being on the Olympic team hurt him, man. That shit hurt his career probably to him. He feel like that was a deal breaker. Like, damn, because Michael Jordan had the power. I don't know if Michael Jordan is alleged that he didn't want him on the team. I think that hurt Isaiah Thomas. Like, I hate this motherfucker, bro. Because didn't John Stockton take his spot?
I don't know.
I don't know. That shit hurt him, bro. I mean, you look at Isaiah Thomas, he be on the show with the football players talking about that shit, man. He like he mean that shit. I think he'll fight Michael Jordan and get the one-on-one going. That motherfucker, like, he mad about this shit. Like, bro, this shit old as fuck.
He like this shit. Jordan said on that damn documentary that what's the name of that documentary and shit?
Yeah, I know you talking about. I don't know the name, but yeah, he didn't like it. But shit, Jordan said a whole lot of shit. He pissed off Pippen.
Isaiah Thomas mad because he called him an asshole.
Come on, Isaiah Thomas, you petty as fuck. Somebody need to come out and tell Isaiah Thomas to his face, you petty as fuck. You know, fucking worrying about shit like that. You gonna go to the grave mad at Michael Jordan over some stupid shit like that? Come on, bro. But he started bringing out personal shit, talking about, man, how motherfuckers used to stay with him and shit. I'm like, hold up, man. God.
Isaiah Thomas probably was an asshole.
Yeah. So, you know, if you cross paths with him, he gonna bring it out. I mean, you ain't heard Jordan say much. Jordan probably like, fuck it. I said my shit on the documentary, bitch. Like, it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't know why Pippen and him got into it. Pippen started coming out, goddamn, telling like how he feel.
Yeah, Pippen said,
Pippen in a lonely place, my nigga. Pippen in a lonely place.
What? He got a he got that new bitch though.
Yeah, young bitch.
Yeah, his young bitch. No, I'm not talking about that. I mean lonely. I mean them bitches. What you gonna talk about? This nigga's 60 years old. This bitch is 25 years old. Nigga.
Pippen said he don't mind tricking.
Nah,
Pippen said they all tricking. Once you get to a certain age, you know you ain't gonna want no 60-year-old bitch just because you 60.
Yeah, like Jordan, right? You know Jordan got it though. So who ain't gonna be with him?
Hey, they sure to get some young white blonde bitches though. Jordan and Eddie Murphy and what is her name? They be getting these young blonde bitches. Now, Eddie Murphy girl ain't young. She 18 years younger than him, but she ain't young. She's 43.
Y'all think 50%? Because ain't 50 bitch young too, ain't it? 50 Cent.
Ain't Shaq got some little blonde white girl too?
Shaq a trick. It's trick ass.
Yeah, Shaq got him a Annie Izona.
Shaq doing okay after that surgery. He doing good after that hip surgery, ain't he? I know he had hip surgery.
Oh no, Shaq got him a bad black bitch. All right, Shaq.
Shit.
Shaq paid his brother for it, boy.
She an actress. She's been in a bunch of shit.
Shaq got in on Keto. As long as he got, I heard them story about Shaq. You know, he a simp. But it's
Shaq
cool.
Shaq don't give a shit about any of it.
Give a shit about that.
Hey, Shaq getting his damn.
Charles Barkley called that motherfucker out. That's the thing about Charles. Come on the show and call his ass out on this shit.
Yeah, that's a white. That motherfucker loves white women.
Charles Barkley a fucking savage, sir. That motherfucker don't mind calling a nigga a nappy head and talking shit about a nigga, boy. You gotta watch.
You ain't gonna never see Charles Barkley with no black bitch.
That motherfucker gonna talk shit about some niggas, boy. And mean it too.
We'll never be no black bitch.
I ain't fucking no nappy head bitches. I'm a savage. I mean, he's funny, but he a savage too, though, man. You know, some people don't like Charles, but he is what he is. He got his own personality.
I think who else?
Nah, I'm telling you, niggas don't give a shit. At a certain age, you ain't gonna give a shit about being a simp. You really ain't. You know why the bitch is there. You ain't trying to. It ain't about no love.
Transactional.
You really don't care why she there. You just care that she there. That's what you care about. You really ain't gonna give a shit. You be like, look, I don't already gone through life. Niggas can say what they want to say. I'm paying the bitch. Bitch is sucking my dick. I don't give a shit. That's how you gonna feel. You ain't gonna give a shit. And your pride gonna be like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Michael Jordan ain't care. He think he was rich as Michael Jordan, he ain't giving a fuck.
I should feel uncomfortable, man. You gotta go to when we're going to the damn bank. We drop by the bank and get this money. Yeah, to get some cash.
Crazy.
Like at least niggas ain't dropping no $500,000. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing.
Well,
like, niggas
Jordan providing the bitch with a better life because that bitch didn't have that money before she got with Mike though. So
of course, no bitch is gonna have $1 billion before she get married. Shit, most women who get their money get it from husbands. It's just the way it is. Like niggas is thinking they gonna find who he's supposed to marry. Oprah.
I mean, he married who he wants. I'm just saying.
Like, Jordan been off staying single, man, so he can then go around, you know what I'm saying, buy different ass.
Exactly. Stay single, motherfucker. I ain't marrying no bitch.
My issue is the long term. Notice though, they all want like long term commitments. That's what's shocking to me. That's the simping part to me, not the money. I get the money. You multi-millionaire. This girl gonna want you to break some bread. You know what I'm saying? Even Michael B. Jordan had to learn that shit. It don't matter who you are.
When you younger, you don't gotta goddamn break no bread.
When she younger, you know, when you were younger, sex came with a commitment. You know what I'm saying? But like nowadays, sex, like when you get older, that's what I said about the over 35 women should be winning. They should be doing really well because they should be like, well, it don't matter anymore. I don't really care about that other shit anymore. But instead, they still want to get their pussy wet. And it's the issue is like you need a nigga with some substance, some shit, some retirement account, some property, some shit. Like you know what I mean? Like you can't just fuck it because you like him anymore. That's the truth. And like a lot of women don't really get that. So dudes really think like it never stops. And I'm like, man, it'll stop. There's a point where niggas who bums ain't gonna get. So
let me ask y'all a question: what's better, to wait till you 60 and be paying bitches to fuck, or get married and don't have to worry about this shit? What's the best way to go?
You still paying the bitch when you get married.
Yeah, but it's different. I'm talking about actually being with somebody you love and shit. And goddamn, she might got a career too. Would you rather be the guy who?
Yeah, but you can't get rid of her ass.
But I'm asking. It's true. I'm asking y'all the question. What route would you rather go? Be old as hell, paying ass, and like, okay, I can't get it off being young no more, being cool. I just gotta pay, or be married and don't have to worry about this shit. Which one would y'all rather be?
I might just hang it up.
I don't want to be out paying for no ass and shit, and I'd be like, man, fuck it. Shit crazy.
But
paying for y'all really think you ain't paying for ass when you get married? This bitch is expecting some shit from you, my nigga. These bitches are expecting, especially if you $100 million. Jordan's $100 million ass. You think he's gonna find a bitch who wants to be with him just because I like his sense of humor? Bitch wants that money.
It's different though. Michael B. Jordan ain't gotta pay for no ass. That nigga, that dude.
He ain't gotta. No, because he's 20. He only 35 years old. But when that nigga's 65 years old, the 20-year-old women gonna want some money.
If he don't get married and shit, and he sticks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you don't get married, sure. But even the woman he marries, if his shit suddenly goes away, he's living on the fucking street. That bitch leaving.
Yeah, I mean, that
if for some reason she's not happy one day, she leaves with half his shit. Like people don't understand that other part too.
The game is different.
Money's still gone.
See, average nigga, the rich nigga. That's why it's a separation. The average nigga, the rich nigga. The rich nigga going. If you got all the money, it's like you're simping anyway. But at the end of the day,
that's what I'm about to say. It's like
niggas
anyway.
who willingly simp. Let's say I was rich right now, 25 or 35 or 38. I'm not goddamn. I'm gonna use my fame to get bitches. Then when you get old, it's just different. I'm like, damn, I gotta pay.
No, you're talking about famous, but I'm saying rich.
What you rich? Yeah, rich.
You think a bitch ain't gonna know you rich? You gonna walk around with like old dusty ass faded glory jeans on? You gonna walk around with some nice shit, driving a nice fucking car, and bitches gonna know what money you got.
But it's people out here rich that don't nobody know they rich though.
Right? They white niggas will know. White black people ain't gonna be rich, and you don't know, especially young black people.
But if you with a woman, she gonna know you rich anyway. But I'm just saying some people cool with sick enough. I mean, I'm just saying it's a route you can take. You can take that route of being a goddamn simp.
I'm saying basically, man, you gonna have to end up playing games with your own mind. You be like, you have to make yourself believe that you really pulling that shit off your own.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you gonna have to. You playing games with your own brain. Like, you gotta be thinking. I'd rather know what the deal is, pay for what it is, than like have to be like, does she really love me for me?
So
what if I lost everything?
Cool. So I'm getting Rip said he cool with this shit. Prime, what about you?
If I'm 65, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like my mind, I had to change my mindset. Like right now, it's like nah.
But would you rather be married or goddamn just say I'm gonna be out here?
I'd rather be married and just
married too.
Just and then just listen. I might, you know what I'm saying? I might well be married and just spend you never know. You might spend a little bit on the side.
Yeah, no, that wasn't his example. He talking about faithfully married, my nigga. He talking about to the same bitch, 35 years. She's 65 years old and had 3 of your kids. She got a stomach you got to lift up, and she wants her medicine. She want to get fucked, my nigga. And we talking about that bitch. See, that's what people think about them today. I'm talking about. Imagine your grandparents. That's what we talking about. That's the level I'm talking about.
It's both got consequences to it. You get married,
you 65. You want some 25-year-old pussy. All you got to do, you got to open up your porn browser every day to find some 25-year-old.
You got a picture there. You just got to know that chick look at you.
That's why niggas was at the strip club. When I go to strip club, you know who's there during the day? I used to go to strip club that had soup during the day. It was cold as fuck outside. So we used to get free soup at the strip club. This is how broke I was. I was getting free soup at the fucking strip club, right? And the strip club used to sell soup. But you know who would be in there in the middle of the fucking day? 65-year-old fucking men. And the day shift strippers. Like, niggas don't realize how much it is. Like, your eyes ain't gonna change. Just because you 65, you're gonna be like, ooh, let me get some of that granny pussy over there. You're gonna be like, okay, I still want that 25-year-old bitch over here. And you're gonna pay one way or another.
Being young, because that shit gonna be different when you get old.
I'm telling you, bitches is gonna, those 25-year-old stripper, that 21-year-old stripper that's on your lap, don't give a fuck about your hopes, your dreams, what you did 40 years ago. She don't give a shit. Are you tipping? Are you?
You might well walk around with the money. You might well walk around with the cash in the hand, ready to hand it off. So that's what it's gonna be.
I'm gonna take that marriage shit because I don't know if I want to be out here doing it. I mean, you know, like you said, you might step out or something. I better take the marriage. I don't know.
See, that's the thing. If you're gonna step out, then that's different. But if you're not gonna step out, you've been with the same pussy for 35 years. Y'all get married next year. Y'all together. You 65 years old. You've been with the same pussy for 25 years, 30 years. You gonna get tired of that shit.
You're really gonna look crazy. 65, working a regular job, trying to buy some ass all the time. This shit looking crazy.
Shit. Who you think these sugar daddies are? You think they 22? Niggas ain't got no money. Who got money to go?
Boy don't look as bad. We don't get to see him and shit. He rich and just like, who gives a fuck?
Shit, hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
I'm about to get off here too. Yeah, all right, man. Have a
good conversation though. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all coming on here.